let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safer Liquor Beer of the Week podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello.
It's not static, AM radio. It's way out better.
Nielson Show, let's go. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macromala intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in, he's your dealer for life. Let's crack a 6 o'clock and lager with some sirloin bites.
How dude.
It's the Halloo Crew.
I'm your huckleberry. That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
It's the Halloo Crew. It's the Halloo Crew. It's the Halloo Crew. It's the Halloo Crew. Halloo, 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 halloo. It's the Halloo Crew.
Hello. What's going on, everybody? Happy Tombstone Tuesday. Stalker. You okay there, Rick? Don't turn around too far.
I know.
Gotta turn it the other way.
Hello?
Hello. It's working. It's on. It's on. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio. Get your chicken dippers today. They're delicious. And they come with that new signature sauce. Yummy. You can text us anytime. That'll get you into the old PJ's inbox. Don't be a dud, be a stud. Only at PJ's. ParisJewelers.com. Canadian and family owned. Just good people. Simple as that. What's up, Rick? How you doing, buddy?
My sacrifice. I'm excited for another rousing rendition of the Rock Door later today.
I thought the opening of the Rock Door was outstanding yesterday.
I thought it was great. I thought we moved it in perfectly. I mean,
Yeah.
it's never sounded better.
Arms wide open.
And you thought
Was the
yesterday
answer
tough, eh?
yesterday.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're
it
going
was
to pick it up a notch.
0.31 seconds yesterday. Today's 0.3 seconds. It's a little bit tighter.
Yeah, and you're going deep in the catalog here. Like, you're going to...
Yeah, I'm definitely not just picking like
No.
very popular songs and
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
everybody a chance to win.
Pity for a dime, anyone?
If you missed it yesterday on the show, we are giving away tickets to Creed. That's a week from today. Scott Stapp up in Rogers Place.
Mark Tremonti shredding it.
Should be a very good time. And we are giving away tickets to join us in the Play Alberta Suite because the Play Alberta Suite's a good place to be.
They said it's a sweet suite.
No, it's a very sweet suite. I'm going to try to set the over-under on how long Creed will go. and see if I can get a lineup at Play Alberta.
Is there an opener?
Yeah, we're looking at it last night. I had a barbecue last night with our neighbors.
You what?
I know.
You brought the watermelon over as per tradition, or what?
Actually, dude. So I had a couple of meetings yesterday. I didn't get home. I thought I'd be home around 4:30.
Work up a good buzz for the barbecue.
Yeah, actually, it was a good little afternoon meeting buzz.
Yeah.
And I get home. It's like 5:15. Tammy and the kids are already over at the neighbors, so I'm running a little bit late.
Oh, they're there already.
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah,
Now,
so
they're 5 houses away. It's not like
Okay.
So I get home and she sends me a text and she goes, "Hey, can you grab the watermelon that's in the fridge?" So not a full one.
The
It was
full
already
melon?
cut up.
Oh, I love
It was already cut up.
I love you with the full melon under the arm, 6 o'clocker in the
I'm
other.
Patrick Swayzing in Dirty Dancing these watermelons.
Yeah.
Over to the neighbor's place. But no, it was all chopped up.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? Between the 4 kids and the 4 adults, we came home with very little watermelon.
Oh, it's a hit.
I would say 80% of a big watermelon tray had been consumed.
It was a hot day.
It was a hot day. It was a good
Kids like
watermelon
watermelon.
day.
Yeah, yeah.
We were playing some soccer in our neighbor's backyard. The kids would like stop for watermelon breaks.
Yeah.
Like they, so yeah. Now, I mean, very rare. I mean, that's like the second time I've gone over to a neighbor's for a barbecue. But it was a good, they're good friends. Like,
What was on the grill?
well,
Hamburger, hot dog,
regular,
or-
bro. No, we went burgers.
Okay.
Keith, good guy, he's a listener, had like regular burgers for the kids and did these like big, thick jalapeno cheese creations for the adults.
Like a homemade, like he did it himself.
I got him at Save On, he said. But like from the deli, not
Yeah,
like in
yeah,
a
yeah.
freezer.
Oh, okay, yeah,
big
yeah.
deli
Not those Shaquille
jalapeno
O'Neal.
cheeseburgers. No, like big time. I said, whatever. I didn't know you're a fancy burger boy. He goes, well, I went on a trip one time and some guy was having like Kobe beef burgers. He goes, I like to crank it up with the burgers sometimes. I said,
like
that's
it.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Had a 6 o'clocker lager.
Okay.
Took it easy. It was just nice.
Yeah, it was a nice night
It
for
was
a
nice,
barbecue.
but it's funny
yeah.
how you bring up the watermelon thing. It was like my
it's-
one thing I had to do. I had to
First place
bring the
my brain
watermelon
goes
from the
now.
fridge.
Yeah,
So,
But again,
yeah.
I need you before summer's out to be going to a barbecue with the full melon under your arm.
full melon. I don't know if there's another barbecue in my summer.
You seem to have a pretty live neighborhood, shall we say?
I usually just try to hide in the house. It's nothing against the neighbors. We're great neighbors, but I just like to try.
But maybe it's time now for you to return the favor.
Well, maybe I need to start up this midnight thing you were telling me about. So we were talking last night. I woke up
Midnight barbecue. Now there's an idea.
like middle of the night. I woke up and I was like, oh God, I had to take a leak. I'm like, please don't be like 3:45. Like, don't tell me I'm going to lay back down and then I'm going to have 20 minutes and I have to
It's the
get up.
worst.
It's the worst. So
Purgatory
I
zone.
dreaded looking at my phone. I was like, oh God, what time is it? And then I clicked on it and it was 1:45 and I was like, this is the best. So, and then I laid back down for like 2 hours.
Oh, you
It
got
was
tons of
awesome.
time, yeah.
It's like sleeping. It was like full back to sleep, which was great. But then you were saying that the term, what did you say? The term midnight is because like people would come out of their houses at midnight, like hang out with people.
Prior, like pre-industrial times.
So what are we talking?
And I looked this up here, and this is what so you'd have like first sleep and second sleep, and then around like,
I don't really like everybody would have this.
Yeah, before like, the machine was made. And then but at midnight it'd be called like the watch. And you'd like wake up and you'd either like take time to like pray or go outside and like talk with your neighbors or do some like house chores or chores that needed to be done around for like an hour or two. And then you'd go back
to bed
for your second sleep. And then you'd sleep until dawn. But you go to bed earlier as well in the first sleep.
So what time would first sleep occur?
It says
Like 7?
often between 9 and 10.
So you sleep for a couple hours,
Yeah.
get up, and then go back to sleep, and then
Or like
sleep
3,
until the morning
1
or whatever.
o'clock or something like that. Roughly 3 to 4 hours for first sleep.
Okay.
And then you would wake up for like an hour, maybe 2, and then sleep like fully till dawn. Like you wouldn't,
Well, it's only another 4 or 5 hours.
depending on, I guess, where you are at the sun or I don't know. But anyways, yes.
That's crazy though, isn't it, everybody?
Well, imagine
Learning about
waking
this
up and
stuff?
doing like a task
Yeah.
or like,
I know. Like, I
Hey,
mean,
hey,
I
you wanna go
basic-
for a beer?
I basically have first sleep and second sleep too. Like, I'll
Well,
sleep from like 3 to 4:30.
Yeah.
Get up, do more stuff, go back to sleep at like 11 or midnight.
Those are your
Sleep
genes
for another
crying
5
out to you.
hours and
like
then,
that,
yeah.
that's your pre-industrial Nielsen.
I'm like a Cro-Magnon man. Trev, if you got up for after first sleep, would you have your chocolate milk then, or would you have it after second sleep?
No, I would drink it then, and then I'd polish up on a new cup.
Okay. Oh, so you would have, so you'd be consuming double the chocolate milk.
Yeah, I would be.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes.
Well, we are off and running today. This is going to be a great show today. We actually do have a pretty busy show. We'll lay it out for you. All of Edmonton Sports Talk is presented by our great partners over at Play Alberta. We got some CFL plays that are sitting up there for you. We'll toss a few more that way today. Jays are back in action today.
Yeah.
Probably build something there for your early bird bet. Make your bet counts for you and everyone else at the Play Alberta app with hundreds of player prop bets in the biggest leagues, NFL, CFL, NHL, NBA, MLB, you name it. You're not just playing for fun, you're supporting your province. Play Alberta revenue helps fund Alberta programs and services. Deposit today with the code YEG50. If you haven't used that one yet, you got to use that one. Deposit $5, use the code YEG50. You get a $50 free bet. That's a one-off. And then you can use EST Sports. Deposit $20, get a $50 free bet. That gets reloaded every month. And I was teased with a not necessarily just a reload in September, but maybe a twist in September.
A twist?
What with the NFL starting in September? Like that's a
and a tease.
major betting
Yeah. Oh,
platform.
yeah.
So that should end up being pretty good. I'm kind of looking forward to that. You can text us anytime 780-218-9999 780-218-9999. And if you're watching over on YouTube today, smash the thumbs up for your boys. We've got a busy one. Let's lay it out for you. We got your morning announcements. They're coming up. Then we'll get into off season. What off season?
What off season?
Another.
You've created a monster.
Ah, man, I'm already
You've
done.
created.
Like,
What have you done?
this just summarizes this market. I put up the first matchup of the whipping boy bracket, and people are questioning the integrity of it because Darnell Nurse technically isn't a whipping boy.
Yeah.
The fans say he's not a whipping boy because he's protected by the media.
Yeah. People just hate him. He's
This
not a
is
whipping
what I
boy.
had to deal with yesterday. Like, Darnell Nurse is in this bracket. People hate him so much, they're saying he shouldn't be in the bracket, which justifies him being in the bracket. But, like, I'm already done with this. Like, it took one day.
Round one.
And the Oilers fan is back, and I'm like, God, I should have just stuck with summer shows. Like, now it's, so today it'll be Bouchard and Pody, and we'll see how it plays out. But, yesterday on social media, on Twitter, I was like, mute. God. Thank God for mute on Twitter, man.
Start the poll and mute it.
My mute list is elite. Anyway, we'll launch the second matchup in the whipping boy bracket. Wait till they get to the Yessa Puljujärvi matchup. That'll go over well online. We're going to get fired up around 6:45 today. Riverhawks, North Final, at home tonight. That's going to be a good one. We're going to preview a couple of NFL teams in the second hour of the show. Cleveland Browns, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Gerrod Cherry is going to join us. We'll have your Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the Day. Weekly confessions. I did hear about Trev's confession yesterday.
Yes.
What a mess.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. What a mess.
I might want to double back on that one. I don't know if I want to.
You could not share all the details.
Well, because something
Details,
else.
get it? He's going to have to.
Because something happened
Yeah.
last night.
Last night something happened.
Yeah.
Man, you're on fire right now.
Parlay that to next week and then use the.
I won't be here next week.
Oh,
This is timely. This one's relevant. This one's
okay.
now.
I will say this. Say that one today. Say last night's confession for today.
Just do them both.
You can save the other one. The other one can hit all year.
Yeah.
Like Trevor the Nasty Bash, yada yada yada.
Yeah. I'll
Oh
save
my
it.
God,
I'm
I can't
gonna
believe
save it.
that. Yeah.
I'm going to save it.
Well, I'm interested for last night.
This is nuts.
Who said this is nuts? You?
I did.
Yeah. You wanted to hear the original one.
No, I'm just.
Oh, you're curious about
This
the
is
new one.
just nuts.
This is
Yeah.
nuts. He's like, what?
What's happening? With
Had
this guy?
one? Oh,
Something
exactly.
crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
had so many confessions.
Yeah.
You're a confession machine.
Thank
nuts.
you.
You're just
Thank
turning
you.
them out.
Yes. Yes.
So?
Shapiro's going to join us.
Yeah.
Alex Shapiro covers the Bears. He's going to be by. So we're talking Browns and Bears all-time hour. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. Gager's going to join us, and then we'll have the Rock Door for Creed tickets. So that should be pretty fun as well. You can text us anytime 780-218-9999. We'll sort through a bunch of those, and we'll try to hit the try to hit the Twitter, YouTube chat as well. Let's get in your morning announcements here today. From 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock, you can record every single morning. Not during the summer. They're pretty much on vacation the whole time. Just Jackson in the afternoons. Okay, now we do have some Oilers stuff that we can get to. NHL.com put out their point projections for a bunch of the guys yesterday, so we can definitely go there. I saw Travis Yost from TSN said the Oilers have a top 5 blue line, so we could definitely go there. But it is a home game week for the Elks, and they're coming in off a win.
The home favorite.
They're a favorite. Actually, how much have lines moved? I want to look this up. Let's see here. Yesterday, we saw a little movement on that Winnipeg game. I bet you the Winnipeg game's moved by at least another half point since it was posted yesterday at Play Alberta. No, it hasn't. It's still at 6.5. The Elks line has moved, and it's moved towards the Argos.
Oh,
interesting. We've got movement in the other 2 games as well. Wow, the one game I thought was going to move didn't move. It's still sitting at 6.5. The Riders, that line's moving in favor or towards the Riders. It was at 3. Now it's at 3.5. And the Lions and Alouettes, that was at 4. And it is now at, or it was at 4.5, and now it's at 4. So that's moving towards the Alouettes.
Caleb
Very
Evans.
interesting.
Caleb Evans, Alouettes.
Caleb Evans is worth half a point, apparently.
Who would have thunk?
No, but I'm curious, what is Friday night at Commonwealth going to be like? Like, this is not a team that's 500, don't get me wrong. But this is a team that's coming in off a pretty exciting win. They've got Cody Fajardo, looking like they've got the team buying in maybe a little bit more. It's a Friday night. I don't know what's the weather looking like for Friday. Like, I'm wondering, is there a good buzz?
Cools down after today a bit.
Does it?
Gets a little wet, but it's light rain.
Friday's a high of 16.
Probably consult old Clausen.
But I mean, whatever.
No, that's good football.
It's a
weather,
good
though.
time. Get out and enjoy the game. I'm wondering if last week's win will lead to the best crowd that we've seen here so far this season, because it's a Friday night and you go watch Cody Fajardo try to lead this team to a victory.
Friday night's great. He's buzzing. He's feeling it now. Keon Julian Grant back, right? Like, they have a relationship back from Montreal. I mean, aside from the dropped pass or what would have been touchdown against Hamilton, he showed up and got 2. So they're feeling it. Friday night, as you mentioned, and against the team right now in the Argos who, looking at their specialty, and like they don't play bad ball, but they're having very hard times. They're snatching defeat from the jaws of victory as well, it seems, over the last little while. So yes, this is an opportunity. What is it now?
It's a very winnable game on a Friday night at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way the Elks have, not to mention just the win against Montreal, but the way they were playing prior to that against Saskatchewan and Hamilton, 2 of the league's best teams right now, record-wise. They did show up. So yeah, the way they're trending and the way the Argonauts are trending, it should be a good night for the Elks. That's what I would forecast.
Morgan texting in today says it was a phenomenal week of CFL football. The one small point was the Ticats loss stopped me from going 4 for 4 for the week. He follows it up with, I'm taking all home teams this week. Bombers, Elks, Riders, Lions.
That's all the West hosting all these.
I don't hate it, but there was that week earlier in the year when the East owned the West. Remember that? I think the East won 3 of the 4 games, or maybe even all 4 that one week. But I like it. I mean, that's what I would do as well, Morgan. But yeah, I'm excited to be home here to call this game, and I hope it's a decent crowd on a Friday night. Like, I think they're. But they definitely can win, but I think they're going to win. Basically, against the Argos. The Argos have shot themselves in the foot a number of times this year. Arbuckle has had an okay season, but he does lead the league in interceptions, which could be good news for an Elks team that doesn't really intercept the ball much. But to me, and this is nothing against Tavares Daniels, Dejon Brissett, whatever.
Coxie.
If you need to shut down Coxie.
Yeah.
If you are going to beat the Argos. Like, he's
the guy.
He's a top 3 receiver in the CFL so far this season, in my opinion. If you can stop him on those damn deep shots, you have a pretty good shot against the Argos. So, I hope it's a good game. Like I hope it's a good game, and I hope it's well attended, and it should be a pretty good time.
Winnable.
And I'll be out at tailgate.
Yes.
It'll be awesome.
I think I might be helping you set up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's just you.
It's gonna be just me. No one got back on that email.
Yeah, Maddie was asking. He goes, I don't know, what do you think about tailgate? I said, well, I think we should have tailgate set up. It's Friday night. He goes, okay, well, it's just Trev. I said, well, he can handle himself. He goes, yeah, but setting up the tent and stuff. I said, I'll bring the tent. So I'm going to be rolling in my suit and tie.
Oh, well, I feel bad.
With it. Well, yeah, but it's a big tent. I don't know if it'll fit. Like,
I could get some of the nasties to help me.
Get a teeth-
I just need someone. I just need someone to
you.
drop it off.
yeah, well, I'll bring I'll bring the tent and I'll help you. I'll try to get there a little bit earlier than I usually do for a home game.
The only issue
And
is
we'll get it set up.
Wheels can
what
do it.
happens when I need to take down everything.
Well, and there's a bunch of nasties in the tailgate. Somebody.
But where am I putting the stuff?
It's a great question. I'll leave the back.
Zach's
I'll
Cruiser.
leave the back of my truck open,
Okay.
and you can bring it over and throw it in the back of the truck.
Okay. There we go.
There we go. Done and done.
Sweet.
So that'll be a good time.
wait,
It'll
man.
be
It's gonna be
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, I told Wanik, I said I'll take the tent.
Uh-huh.
He's like, what? I
you.
said it doesn't matter. Like,
It's me and Tass. though.
yeah, is it a heavy tent?
Yeah, it's decently heavy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, no. I can carry it by myself. now that I think
Oh
of
well,
it.
then it's not that heavy.
It's not that heavy. No.
Yeah,
It's very light.
it's a good looking tent though. Gotta have
That's
the tent
nice.
there. So yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna
that's
set
nice.
that bad boy.
You're very
up for
strong.
Friday night. Yeah, should be it should be a
strong.
good time.
Is that what it is?
Savage the plumber says he'll help you take it down.
Hey.
So there you go.
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
easy peasy.
Let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
Wheels
It'll be a
will
good
help
time.
too, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Special guest. Okay,
He
period.
can help you.
All right. A couple other things I want to get to during your morning announcements from yesterday. If you missed it, later in the show yesterday, it was a fun segment. You should check it out if you haven't. Quinn Phillips, the commissioner, comes on the show yesterday, tells Tom Gazzola that he will lose 4%. So he's still in the drafts. He manipulated his way around relegation. She has now put a penalty on him of 4%, which I'm sure he'll try to trade in the next draft. 4%'s a big chunk, though. I mean, 2% you can navigate around, I think. 4% might be tough.
Petty and childish is what she described Tom as.
Yeah, and then he said, and you're the same. It was a real, it just like, it was
real
like,
tete-a-tete.
it was like me sitting down with Marshall and Muzz after they've got tired of each other for an afternoon. I'm like,
I know you are.
Let's just calm down. The other day we were getting home from, it was after Fantastic Four. I was driving home and they're in the back of the truck and they're talking back and forth. And Elizabeth does like annoy him on purpose quite a bit. And we just pulled in the driveway and Marshall was like, Elizabeth, sometimes you're just too mean to me.
Yeah.
And I get out and I open up the back door and Elizabeth's sitting there and she's crying. I was like, what's wrong? She goes, Marshall said I was mean to him. I said, listen, sometimes you are a little mean to him. And she goes, Daddy, it's not mean. It's annoying. I like to be annoying to him. I was just like, okay. So I managed to car. But I felt like with Tom and Quinn yesterday, like we were parents and we were like, you
Same
guys
thing.
need to sort this out.
Yeah.
Anyway, 4% penalty for Tommy next draft. And if he self-promotes on social media again, he will be suspended for a year. So
Wow, what a ripe fruit for
Well-
old Tommy there, hey?
we'll see what happens.
I told him if he's like, that's the thing. He's going to see himself. If he's in any position of success there, he takes the penalty, does the deed, then he walks out champion for a year.
I mean, he could do that, or he could
Or
sit
he
there.
could just prep for the.
Well, no. Here, I'll tell you right now what happens. Nerd Geek Draft. Tommy rolls in completely unprepared, sits down with his computer, drafts a horrible team, is on the verge of being relegated, cheats, moves past relegation, gets suspended for a year. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I almost guarantee it.
Doesn't lose, and then he can blame it all on.
Yeah, and then he'll step away. Like I can already see it. This is WWE type of scripting.
Kayfabe.
Yeah. And they were yesterday on Oil Stream, I think he brought it up. He goes, this could maybe be the controversy of the year of the Estes.
That's what he's doing. That's the long game. He just wants a trophy.
Okay, but here's the thing. I brought up our Estes Google Doc yesterday. I've got it here again. So this EST draft Tom penalty thing is in there. The Buffet Bandit fiasco.
Which is what he's
Which is
part of.
Tommy
Again.
as well.
He's involved in a lot of.
Gazzola attempts to kill Reed Wilkins with a peanut butter cookie. Like, there's a common theme here. The other ones, Chipgate.
Gazzola. He pops up again.
Exactly a cover-up. Dusty helps Trev beat Jay to 1,000 followers.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then what else do we got here? Herring Gates. That was if we'd never hit 11,000 subs in time.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Oh, that was
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
controversial.
Yeah. And then Gentleman Sweep or No Sweep at all. That's Reed Wilkins and us going back and forth.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. There's a few of those will be selected as finalists, and then Nasty Club members will have a chance to vote on who will win the Esty this year. Last year it was the ripoff at Remax, which Maddie avoided a rematch at all costs.
This year, yes,
Too
he
busy,
did.
way too busy. Hey, can't get the
So
Dunions.
busy.
Okay.
Apparently.
Morgan says, "Geez, Tommy facing a harsher penalty than Aaron Ekblad got last season."
That is true. I mean, yes, that's correct. All right, then a couple other things, couple other notes right off the top here. Trev Podkolzin. So NHL.com put out their point projections for this season for the Oilers. It wasn't like a full list of everybody, but it was a good chunk of them. Had McDavid at like 135. Draisaitl was at 114-ish, I think. Bush was 86. Hyman and Nuge were in the 60s. How many points do you think Podkolzin could or will get next season? Gazzola was blown away by this projection. Remember now, Tommy's a bit of an anti-Podkolzin guy,
He is.
but
I'm going to go with 42.
40 on the nose.
No, I'm just joking. I heard
Did you hear yesterday? Okay, you heard yesterday.
That is
Okay.
ridiculous. That's
40's a
ridiculous. There's
high
no way. There's
number.
no way. He's not going to be in the top 6.
No, I don't
He's
think
not
so.
going to be in the top
Like,
6.
he was in the top 6 for most of last season.
All pretty well.
Still
all of
finished
it.
with like 24 points.
Yeah.
And he's not getting power play time. Like I don't know where that 40 point, and I know, having been a hockey pool hardo for a long time, a lot of NHL.com's, the old magazine days and stuff, they would always pick a few guys to sort of pump up to get people talking. Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
But I don't see where Podkolzin's getting 40 points. I mean, how's he going to get 40 points? He was playing ahead of Arvidsson and Skinner last year for most of the season.
Yeah.
So where's this 40 points coming from?
I don't know if they're putting a lot of stock in what he was able to do in the playoffs, because looking at those numbers, he was on pace for right around 40 points. But I mean, what you do in the playoffs and regular seasons, it's completely different. I don't know. Just seeing the lineup as it is right now, he's not in the top 6. I don't think he wins a spot over any of the guys that are going to join the organization. Yeah, there's no chance. There's no chance. He doesn't really. I mean, I feel bad, but he doesn't really. He doesn't have that offensive touch. Like, that's not who he is. He's not, and that's not really who he's ever been, to be honest. So he's not going to be a 40-point player. I'd be baffled if he reaches that.
Morgan Texan says Podkolzin 12 goals, 17 assists, 29 points, which I think would be a good season.
I think that's right on par.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty accurate projection. Ace 96 over in the chat says Podkolzin 30 to 42 points. He will be in the top 6. It's not like they found Draisaitl or Curry. He's going to shoot more too. You guys undervalue Pods again. First of all, we're not undervaluing him. What he did last season, we're saying we think he'll do a little bit better. To get 40 points is almost doubling his production from last season. How's that going to happen?
He's not a playmaker.
How's that going to happen?
He's not a sniper. No,
Like,
no way.
I don't think we're undervaluing him. I think he's a really good 3rd/4th liner who got elevated into the top 6 last year because the coach didn't like Jeff Skinner. I don't know what we're doing here. Like,
he has a lot of hustle, and I think that's what earned him a spot in the top 6. And I think Leon liked that, and he probably said, "Hey, I like this guy. He gives me the puck, but he doesn't have good finish."
what say you? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. We've got off-season. What off-season coming up next? We'll launch today's Whipping Boy bracket. And then we'll get fired up for the Riverhawks in action tonight. North final. 2 wins away from winning it all. From winning the ship, as they say.
The ship?
I think as they say, the
Yeah,
ship.
the ship.
Going to the ship. What?
Yeah.
That's what that means, I think.
All aboard?
That's the one.
When they
Caca. So we'll get fired up for the Riverhawks for Gemco Fireplaces, Napoleon Products. That's happening before 7 o'clock. We're previewing the Browns just after 7 o'clock, previewing the Bears around 7:45 today. Gage will be by to talk about the Oilers having one of the best blue lines in the National Hockey League. And is it the strength of the team? Dun, 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 dun. We'll get into that. And then the Rock Door for Creed tickets, probably around 8:45 today. So you don't want to miss that. Big T from Regina says Vasily Podkolzin will be on Leon's line by game 5. He keeps the play going for Leon, doesn't lose the puck. Leon likes playing with him 50 points. You guys, he played with Leon last year. He didn't even have 25 points. So he's going to play with him again this year and get 50? What's going on here right now? Am I being punked? Is this the punking? Is this a show called Punked right now? What's going on? He's going to play with Leon and get 50? He played with Leon last year, didn't score for like 3 months. What's happening here?
could have been an off season.
All right, Whipping Boy brackets on the way. This will get people fired up.
Yeah.
Tom Pody versus Evan Bouchard. Da, 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 da. We'll get into that. Coming up here before 7 o'clock. Let's get to a sports update right now with the one and only Lieutenant Eric.
A game day here in Edmonton. As Dustin mentioned, the North Division Finals tonight. The Edmonton Riverhawks hosting the Bellingham Bells. 7:05 down at Remax Field. For the Riverhawks, it is a franchise first appearance in the North Division Finals. Down south, the Portland Pickles will host the Corvallis Knights. To see who will win the South, the West Coast League Finals go Thursday. Jays back on the diamond tonight when they welcome in the Chicago Cubs to kick off a 3-game series. Jose Barrios will get the start. Red Sox losing to the Astros last night. They've dropped 3 straight and sit 4.5 back of the division-leading Jays heading into tonight. On the ice, Canada picked up a 5-3 win over Finland in their Helinka Gretzky Cup opener yesterday. Canada will now take on Switzerland later this morning as they continue their quest for a 4th straight gold medal at the tournament. Puck drop 7:30. Felix Auger-Aliassime advancing to the 4th round of the Cincinnati Open with a win over France's Arthur Renderknecht. Felix will now face Benjamin Bonzi tomorrow in the round of 16. Monday's evening draw, top-ranked Yannick Sinner of Italy outlasted Gabriel Diallo 6-2, 7-6. Opening round action of the Oilers Whipping Boy Draft coming up next as Hour 1 of the Nielson Show continues here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
You don't need a reason to keep people pleasing, treason, reason, cheesing, sneezing. It's off season, what off season? 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 It's off season, what off season?
6:36 on August 12th, and we are yelling at each other about Podkolzin. In case you were wondering, it's on today.
Yeah. Who's right and who's wrong? There can only be...
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe his 5th year in the NHL is the year that he pops.
No.
You don't think so?
Well, it's
it might
one
be.
or the other. You can't...
It's,
There's no might be's or maybes.
That's
You're either
let's
in one
see.
camp or the other camp.
We've got the 2nd day of the Whipping Boy bracket is upon us. I'm pinning the Twitter poll to the top of my Twitter feed right now at Nielsen TSN at 1260. If you are Ace 96 says, yep, most of the last year he was, look, man, here's the thing. He played 79 games 4 years ago. Then he played 39 games and split it in the American Hockey League because he wasn't good enough to stay in the NHL. Then he played 19 games and another 44 games in the American Hockey League because he wasn't good enough to play on the Canucks. And now he's sitting here. Last year with the Oilers, he had a lot of opportunity in the top 6, scored 8 goals in 82 games, had 24 points. Maybe he pops. But since 2018-19 on his HockeyDB page, he has not had more than 26 points anywhere. Like this wasn't a guy who lit it up offensively as he worked his way through the KHL either. I think you just have to accept who Podkolzin is, and that's a guy who can get you 30 points and play in your bottom 6 and be hard on pucks. And those guys are valuable. Like, we're not sitting here slighting Podkolzin today. I'm just saying I don't think he takes a run at 50 points. Like, the best year he had in the American League, he had 28 points in 44 games. He's a bottom 6 guy. That's that's the conversation here. Ace 96 says, so you're saying you don't think he's going to get better? Ace, not today, man. We just don't need to have this conversation today.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
It's off season.
Did I say he's not going to get better?
What off season?
I just said earlier, I think 29 point or 30 point projection. I know this is going to stun you, but that would mean he got better because he only had 24 points in 82 games last year. All right, this guy's trying to get to Yesapoli RV numbers. Hasn't got there yet. So let's see how it goes. I mean, you're not gauging Podkolzin. Podkolzin is effective if he's doing the things he does well in the bottom 6. If we're sitting here talking about Podkolzin's top 6 production again, it means other guys have failed. That's just the bottom line. Mangiapane was brought in so Podkolzin doesn't have to play top 6. They traded for Ike Howard so Podkolzin doesn't have to play top 6. What are we doing here? Let's move on. Whipping boy bracket. The Darnell Nurse advances yesterday. And today it's an interesting matchup. This is like the OG in Tom Poti versus a guy whose whippingness is only going to get harsher because of the contract he has now acquired. So I'm interested to see where the vote happens. And Trev, can you throw it up on YouTube here? Tom Poti versus Evan Bouchard. How do you think this one goes? Is this a recency bias? It's all Bouchard.
Bias. Absolutely. And
I mean, but Poti was hammered on.
Yeah, but another case too of the advent of social media and when that was all around. And I mean, I don't know what Poti would be like in the X era or Twitter era, if you will.
How about the early? Well, it's too early. It's way too early. There's like 6 votes. I posted it 20
and
seconds
Tommy's
ago.
relegated.
But no, I mean, extremely early. Tom Poti with a lead, but extremely early.
It's all the old heads waking up early.
Is that what it is? Man,
Yeah.
we hate old heads around here, don't we? Savage the Plumber over on YouTube says, I'm going with Poti on this one based on my age. Yeah, I think this will be a pretty good battle. When we first brought up the idea of a whipping boy bracket, like the first name that came to my
face
mind.
of the bracket.
Yeah, the first name that came to my mind was Tom Poti.
Troll says Poti because he got run out of town. Bouchard hasn't yet.
Bouchard's not going to be run out of town.
You wait till
That's
Tony
just not-
wakes up.
Hampton's
He'll get that bot farm going. Hey,
Tony.
then the votes will be.
Tony will have his bot farm going
He'll
by
get
noon.
to BP's rescue, take all the staff's phones, vote now.
Abutsky says Poti should win this, but Bouchard will. More votes are coming in, and it's still Poti in the lead over on Twitter.
Rob from LA says Poti was booed routinely during games, much as the same was said about Schultz yesterday, right? Like,
Yeah, Schultz as well, but like Nurse still ended up winning that bracket convincingly.
Yeah.
He won that region. Hampton Steve texted and says, I'm torn on who to vote for between Poti and Bouchard. Poti had the luxury of not playing during the social media era, but he still took an enormous amount of criticism from fans and media. But it's hard to compare that to the criticism that regular season Bouchard takes online.
Well, we'll adjust for inflation. Imagine Pody playing in the social media area. Would he get more than what Bouchard currently gets? I guess is the question to people who follow him. Like, you know what I'm saying, right? Like if you
God,
had
man,
that, would it be more toxic than some of the Bouchard nights?
I don't know.
I mean, the nasty chat after pick any game where Bouchard's, had
mean,
one. And
if you
her
go-
dad's in there and the smoking emojis and all that. Now imagine Pody in that. Adjust for time. Would it be worse?
I think it might be worse for Pody.
I'm just
Like,
asking people to ask themselves that
Can
question before they cast their ballot.
Can you imagine? Yeah, a post game chat on YouTube, Tom Pody era.
Like worse than what you're currently seeing with a...
Well, let's see how this vote sorts itself out, man.
Yeah, Thunder Dan says adjusted hatred. That's the metric we're looking for here.
Adjusted hatred. Oh, Bush is pushing back strong here. 58-42 in favor of Tom Pody on Twitter. Where are we at on... it's kind of very similar, actually, over on YouTube as well right now. Bouchard with 40%, Pody with 60%. This is going to be a good one. I think this one can end up being pretty tight. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. And also over on YouTube is where you can chime in. If you are listening on TuneIn or iHeart or EdmontonSportsTalk.com, you can text anytime. Paris Jewelers inbox. Bryce the Sparky texts in today and says, it's Norm in a Combine's birthday. Can I get a conch? You know it, man. Happy birthday, Norm.
Big Astros
Love
win
you,
for him
man.
last night.
Guys, I'm taking Tom Pody too. He had Mysterio level heat, even without the social media weighing in. Rob from LA says, Maddie and Jones ripped Pody for not being physical because he was tall. He was never a physical player, but he was tall, so he should change. I do want to roll back in time and just look at the only point where really it was Maddie and Jonesy and basically Speck in the newspaper
Have
ripping
at it.
players.
Yeah.
And everybody else. Oh, I guess, it was those guys before like sports talk radio really sort of blew up and then eventually died. But that's interesting. Trav, where's your vote go here, buddy? Bouchard or Pody?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm not too familiar with Pody.
Well, I mean, you're young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the deal? Why was that it? He was just a big guy and he was kind of had that.
Big guy, very soft.
So kind of a little bit of that
Just
Bouchard.
didn't go well. I mean,
Pretty soft.
Bush is a pretty solid sized individual as well who does shy away
People
from
don't
things.
realize how tall he is, actually.
Yeah, what is he, 6'2"?
I think he might be
He's
6'4".
no, he's not 6'4".
Might be 6'4".
There's no way he's 6'4". No.
He might be 6'4".
If Bush is 6'4" here, I'm gonna pee my pants a little bit. There's no way that guy's 6'4". I'm pretty sure isn't he 6'2"? Maybe he's 6'3". Maybe I'm in the middle. 6'3".
6'3". Oh,
So right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle there.
So he's slightly taller than I thought.
He's a taller guy.
But this is what we were saying. They're like Maddie and Jonesy used to chirp Pody for not being physical because he was tall. It's like, you're tall, so you should be super physical.
6'3's. Yeah.
Now, with that being
Taller
said,
than
remember Bouchard this year? Remember when he skated over and hacked
Too tall.
Heiskan's foot or Hintz's foot?
It was funny.
That was wild. You're like, what, of all the players on this team, Bush is the guy who does that? So maybe there's something in there that can be brought out of him still a little bit. Not that he's never going to be a guy who they're like, I can't cut across the middle because Bush is there. Like that's not who he is.
Yeah.
You have to accept what these guys do well. And what he does well is he's extremely talented offensive defenseman who has some
tall.
ups and downs.
Very tall.
Very tall guy. Yeah, I know
could work
Reed
against
said
him.
that Pody was ripped on his last days here. So yeah, I guess I can't really speak for him. I can only speak for Bush, but I'd put Bush as far as my time being an Oilers fan. I mean, he's right up there with the the nurses. Like, honestly, he gets chirped. When I was at a few Oilers games this year, that was the player getting chirped more than
Who's that?
anyone. Boosh.
Boosh?
Wasn't
Yeah.
even close. Like, the people like, oh, this guy sucks. Oh, like, get him off the ice. He is the soft. Like, just everything negative I heard, it was always followed by Bouchard, which isn't really fair. So, I don't know. I personally, I'd pick Boosh, but I never was here. I was 5 when Pody was an Oiler.
Spruce Grove Corey says if people didn't like Justin Schultz, they wouldn't even be able to handle the frustrations that Pody gave us in the 90s.
A lot of people are bringing up Pody's allergies.
Yeah, this
as
is
a cause
good,
for
actually.
concern.
Yeah, Bones texts in and says Tom Pody's allergies were a constant source of vitriol. Mike, the Michigan fan, says Bouchard is 6'3" and allergic to moving guys in front of his net and going into the corners.
Mark says Pody was so soft, was allergic to everything known to man.
They were talking about that last week. Like he was allergic to absolutely everything. But
Bubble-
I mean,
Bubble Boy.
what do we do? Like, where you?
Well,
Like that's
tall,
all his fault.
allergies.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You ever think he's scared out there? He doesn't want to be too physical with someone because of what they had the night before. Maybe it rubs off on him.
Carry some peanuts in your gloves or something like that.
You never know.
guys. We
Why
nicknamed
don't you have this bee? Ah!
JJ Jakubik in the Paris Jewelers inbox at 780-218-9999. We nicknamed Pody ITOP, Pody backwards, in section 219 in the old building. We would bash him like no other. The guy was allergic to everything, and fans just crushed him.
Yeah.
Tom Dixon's mustache says, isn't a whipping boy someone who takes a beating from public opinion but doesn't really deserve it? So do I vote for who the fans and media went after more or who deserved it less? Here's
We don't
how I see
really
it.
know.
I
It's whatever
think it
means
is.
to you, eh?
What happens here is some like Bouchard, for example. Some of the criticism is justified. Some of the criticism is not. But what happens here is that when even some of the justified criticism happens, it gets so carried away that even when a guy deserves some heat, and Nurse has deserved heat, and Bouchard has deserved some heat, but it gets to the point with certain guys where, yeah, you're going to get unjustified criticism and people are just going to not like you. That's part of being a whipping boy. But the other part is that even when you deserve to be, or when you don't deserve to be criticized, people are still on you because it's just gotten so carried away. And I feel like that's what's happened with both Bouchard and Nurse. Nurse because of the contract, and Bouchard because of some of the soft plays that he's made. So they're fighting a bit of an uphill battle. I mean, there are a lot of people who still really like Bouchard.
We didn't say this
in
tournament
town.
would be easy.
No. Now, look, if you're going to emerge
You're going to get whipped.
from the darkness of this thing,
Yeah.
my God, it's going to be impressive. 780-218-9999. Dex texts in. Imagine getting bleeped on all the time because of your debilitating autoimmune disease.
Well, right.
I
Like,
know. Like,
he can't. What are you going to do?
My goodness. But it's
It's not like he had a child's palate and he refused to, oh, gross, that type of, but he's literally allergic and you can't, well, whatever.
Scott on a hotel balcony in
Low-hanging
Beaumont.
fruit.
Tom Pody had a massive melon. He must have had a triple X size helmet. That's all I really remember about him.
Like an orange on a toothpick, hey? The height, the allergies, the melon.
Oilers fans have had the most talented players in league history, but rip soft talented players. This actually is a nice way to prepare everybody to emotionally get ready for another season,
Yes.
right? It's just, it's time. You know how many
A bit of a look back.
Yeah.
See what could have been. Or maybe
remember
what
how
could've-
fairly you
Yeah,
criticize
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy or
Well,
how unfairly
Yeah. Let's
you
take
criticize
this knowledge
guy?
into the upcoming season.
Brelando says when you look up soft in the dictionary, it says Charmin, Rashog, and Tom Pody.
Or ITOP, if you will.
So Pody is winning on YouTube still, 61%. And you know what? We're well over 100 votes now on Twitter as well. And Tom Pody, 57-43. So could we see a Darnell Nurse, Tom Pody Elite 8 matchup in the Whipping Boy bracket? Pody might win this entire thing. I mean, Horkoff's going to have something to say about that.
Sure.
A bunch of managers.
I think the management side, that's where the weight is.
I really like Kevin Lowe, but Kevin Lowe with some of the things. Remember that little Kevin Lowe run where things did not go very well?
Kevin Lowe must go.
Peter Chiarelli.
Chiarelli
made some of the worst trades of all time. Like,
but Whipping Boy.
and then there's the goalies, man.
Yeah.
Skinner, Koskinen, Campbell.
That's a tough region.
And Devin Dubnyk. We'll see how this sorts itself out. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Whipping Boy bracket. In off-season, what off-season?
You don't need a reason to keep people pleasing, treason, reason, keys and sneezing. It's off season, what off season? 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 It's off season, what off season?
It's good to be debating other things again as I wear my Can I Get a Winya shirt.
Yeah.
Hadn't wore this in a while. Threw it on today. One reply over on Twitter. Mike in the 349 says, today it's Tom Pody, but once that contract starts this season, it'll be Bouchard. Bouchard's play gets scrutinized more than a Tom Pody takeout order. Which, does that have something to do with the allergies?
I would assume.
Like, was this a point where like there was articles in the newspapers about Pody's allergies?
I'm going to the library later today to
look them up
on one of those machines where you turn the yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Look at
that. You know where they use one of those in the movie Arlington Road?
Yeah.
Do you know Arlington Road?
No, but
Arlington Road is a pretty good twist at the end of a movie. Spoiler alert: something happens. It's a good movie though. It's got Tim Robbins, Jeff Daniels. He's like eccentric sort of history teacher. Joan Cusack is creepy as hell in it. Arlington Road's a good movie.
Liam Neeson's Walk Among the Tombstones. He does that as well.
Oh, I haven't watched Walk Among the Tombstones.
Pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, he's like an old cop, but he doesn't use modern technology. So he has to go to the library and use one of those newspapers.
I heard the new Naked Gun movie was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's what people are saying.
Majot at the Nasty Batch was like, you got to go see Naked Gun.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like,
you
wow.
take Majot.
Well, I'll take Majot's word for it, for sure. Billy Jack texts in and says, morning, fellas. My crew and myself called Pody the Great Gazoo because we thought he had to wear a green helmet. He looked like a Flintstones character. Jeez,
Yeah, somebody said his helmet was just a basketball cut in half.
This poor guy's taking it still. Like, unbelievable.
Hey, let's just call the vote now. I mean,
I think Pody, I think, you know what?
Here.
We're going to cancel the rest of the Whipping Boy bracket and just say congratulations, Tom Pody. You got it worse than
Pass
anybody.
into the next round.
We'll see. Oh, it excites me for the next round.
Yeah.
It should be good. I think at this point, Pody's going to knock off Nurse too.
Well, given the heat, yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Nurse actually is defended by the media, and that's why he shouldn't be a Whipping Boy at all. My vote is Tom Pody, and it has nothing to do with hockey. Back in the day, I worked at a moose factory, and this guy would come in with a ridiculous allergy list a mile long and throw the kitchen into chaos. Oh my God, Pody's here!
I guess it does. Like if you are a cook back then.
Yeah, that's just a funny text. That's
All
probably
the cleaning they had to do.
That's probably not going to be like text of the day or anything, but that is it might be like that's just a funny text. There's no handle on this guy. That's a funny text, man. You just send the kitchen into chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, let's get fired up for Gemco and Napoleon Products. Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years. They're the authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need, you know where they're available? Surprise! It's at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. That's 9281 50th Street. All the Napoleon products you need are at Gemco. All right, how can you not be fired up? Riverhawks,
Yeah.
North Final
Yeah.
tonight, a game you can listen to right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We're pretty excited about that. It should be, I know they've been bringing in like, the Canada Day game, 9,200 big game, but I think they've been bringing in like 7,000.
Yeah, I'd call ahead if you're looking to get down there. I don't know what the status is. I mean, probably pretty close to a sellout tonight. I think pretty good weather for tonight as well. Jake Lanferman on with Reed and Jay yesterday, head coach of the Riverhawks. You can go back and listen to that on the podcast. But this is great. They haven't been here before. The franchise has been coming on. I mean, we all know how fun it is to go to games, the promotion that Hogle and the crew do, but they're actually been very successful in the field this past 2 seasons. And it's showing now with the first appearance in this North Division Championship. So
what's kind of fired up is because these guys have to get back to their colleges and stuff.
yeah,
So it's like the North Final is a one-off. And then the league final is a one-off.
it's tough.
And you'd like to see if they could have time for a best of 3 or something.
Well, the whole season split into two. You got the first half, the second half, and all that. But coming down to, when we talk about baseball, you like a good series, and things going back and forth and everything, but it seems kind of cheap in one off. But again, you have to understand the league and the players and what they have to do too. So
I was talking about it with McCord on the Bear today, and I was saying the Riverhawks are a fascinating study. Like other Canadian teams, regardless of the league,
yeah,
should kind of keep tabs on what the Riverhawks are doing to have success. And I think the one thing, like having worked 2 summers 20 years ago for a baseball team down in Lethbridge in the other league that's college ball up here, you need to, the one thing baseball from a promotional perspective is going for it, that every half inning you're doing something that's entertaining fans, right? Whereas with football and, there's TV timeouts and things like that, but it's just, there's so much more
the
opportunity.
pace of the sport is,
To take advantage of a great promotional calendar. And that's what the Riverhawks have done, man. Like they've just done a brilliant job making it entertaining for fans to go down there. Like
Well, the theme nights are out of sight.
yeah, well, they do great. Yeah, the theme nights, but that's
Tall Queens,
baseball.
Short Kings. I know, but that is.
Yeah, some of those were great.
That was awesome.
What was that? Women over 6
something,
feet got
yeah.
in for free, and men under 5'9" got in for free.
Tommy went to that
or
game.
50% off or whatever. And they do fun things like that, and I think that's one of the reasons that they've had success. So I hope it's a great crowd tonight.
Yeah.
We encourage you to go down to that game. If you can't make it, we will have the game for you right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. But yeah, best of luck to the Riverhawks tonight. I think the whole city's fired up to see them go to a championship final.
Al Coates, the dulcet tones.
The dulcet tones of Coatsy on the call. All right, coming up in hour number 2, we are going to preview the Chicago Bears around 7:45. And Gerrod Cherry is going to join us coming up next. 3-time Super Bowl champion, now working on the Cleveland Browns. Nothing to talk about with Cleveland, eh?
Not at all.
No hype to
Nope.
talk about with the Browns.
Nope.
Oh boy, I don't know. I'm curious. Is it like a circus with Sanders and everybody's excited? We're gonna get into that coming up. Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. We'll do something on the Jays and then weekly confessions for Spectrum Rental still to come as well. Let's get to a quick sports update right now for Chelsea at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton. We're going to Mexico, February 22nd to March 1st. There's like 1 or 2 rooms left. You should definitely come with us. Eric's got her contact info.
Well, it is game day here on EST as the Riverhawks take on the Bellingham Bells. 7:05 down at Remax tonight in the North Division Finals. It is a one-off. The winner will advance to the West Coast League Finals. That goes Thursday. You can catch tonight's game right here on EST. Also tonight, it'll be the Portland Pickles hosting their Corvallis Knights in the South Division Finals. Jays and Cubs as Toronto return home from their road trip. First pitch 5:07. Jose Barrios will get the start. Red Sox falling to the Astros last night. They've dropped 3 straight and sit 4.5 back of the division-leading Jays heading into today. On the ice, Canada picked up a 5-3 win over Finland in their Hlinka Gretzky Cup opener yesterday. Canada will now face Switzerland later this morning as they continue their quest for a 4th straight gold. Puck drop 7:30. Felix Auger-Aliassime advancing to the 4th round of the Cincinnati Open yesterday. Felix will now take on Benjamin Bonzi tomorrow in the round of 16. Last night, top-ranked Yannick Sinner of Italy outlasting Gabriel Diallo 6-2, 7-6. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834.
.703 on the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here today on Edmonton Sports Talk. Edmonton Sports Talk brought to you by our partners over at Play Alberta. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio today. You can message us anytime over on the YouTube chat. And, of course, you can text us if you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart or at edmontonsportstalk.com. You can text us at 780-218-9999. A Bootski over in the chat says, let's see here. What do we, there's a couple that we wanted to get to. Where did it go? Anyway, he basically said that the city made a great decision a few years ago, teaming up with the Riverhawks. And, I mean, you either do business with Randy Gregg or a scam artist. And I think it works out pretty good when you go with the Riverhawks and Gregg
paying
and
off.
Hogle. I mean,
Yeah.
one is legit, and the other's been in a mad scramble for a decade. So what are you going to do about it? We got weekly confessions coming up. We're going to preview the Chicago Bears around 7:45 today. But we are continuing our tour of NFL cities, NFL camps,
Finishing
NFL
off
preseason.
this division as well.
Already checked off the
caps
division.
the division. We've gone Pittsburgh. We've gone Baltimore. We talked to Mo Egger.
Yeah,
This'll be it.
he was great last week. Mo Egger doesn't have any Super Bowl rings though. Our next guest does. Gerrod Cherry joins us on the show this morning. Man, we really appreciate the time. How are you doing?
I am doing excellent. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, I was going to say Super Bowl champions. We haven't had two. We've had a few on the show, but not many. So this is good. Where do you keep your rings, man? Just curious.
Safe deposit box.
Makes sense. Okay, I'm always like those guys who are like, I lost my ring. I'm like, why aren't you looking after that thing? So yeah, that's awesome. So just quickly, let's just talk about the career because you wrap up and then you move into media. Was that something partway through your career you're like, this is where I want to go, or did it just sort of come about when you wrapped up?
No, it kind of just developed over time because I was actually in the finance world and I was on a random get together and this guy comes up to me and said, "Hey, I heard you have some Super Bowl rings. I have a radio station. You should come check it out sometime." I was like, all right, sure. And next thing you know, I'm hosting a radio show.
Now, when you go in for that meeting, do you bring at least one ring just because you show it off a little bit?
Well, the funny thing about it is, considering you have three and I have two in my possession, I donated one to charity. I don't wear them that much. No. And I should probably wear them more often than I do because I'm certainly proud of them. But you'd be surprised how much I don't wear them because really it hurts your fingers. They're so heavy. It's like a gigantic paperweight.
I could see that being a pain in the ass. All right, let's talk about the Browns because look, and I know this is lame. This is the generic question, but what has the buzz been like with Shedeur Sanders so far? What have you thought of him so far? And I'm very curious, watching from a distance, mostly just on social media, a few highlights here and there, a little bit of that game. What do you think the plan is here?
That's a great question for what the plan is, because really no one knows, because after last week's performance, one would think that, okay, Shedeur has moved himself up higher on the depth chart. But if you look at ESPN's depth chart, you'll see that he's still in fourth place on that depth chart. Now, that's not an official depth chart by any stretch of the imagination, but one would like to think that things have helped him escalate up the chart. But I'm pretty sure he's probably still in the same spot. But the buzz has been insane. I have never been a part of a preseason game that had so much hype to where the secondary market for scalping tickets, they were asking $300 for it. So that right there threw me off like, damn, is that important? But yes, he's that big of a deal. It's been that much hype. But to his credit, he's done a tremendous job of not letting the hype overwhelm him or making it about him, but more so about the team. So I've been impressed with that.
What do you think he has to do to officially move? Like, because the fans are going to want it, right? I'm sure jersey sales are through the bloody roof. They want to see him play. What does he have to do to show the coaching staff that, hey, you know, you can move me up the depth chart, or you can start me in some games, or when you watch his game right now, how quickly can that come together?
Well, it seems what he has to do is walk on water and turn water to wine right now. At this stage, that's what it seems like he has to do. But really, truth be told, it's just getting command of the offense and showing the coaches that when he's out there on the football field that he understands the fine nuances of breaking down coverages pre-snap and post-snap and delivering the ball effectively. Now, to his credit, Friday night, he did those things. It wasn't a perfect game, but it was a very impressive game of what he was able to accomplish. So in my mind and in their mind, he has to be, I would think, ahead of schedule on how he performed. Because, again, you saw things on Friday night that you typically don't see from a rookie quarterback and how he executed and moved up and down the football field. But right now at this point, I'm pretty much convinced that Joe Flacco is going to be the guy regardless of what he does in these preseason games.
And just looking at that depth chart, I know Sanders gets all the buzz. You mentioned Flacco and should be the top of the list given his time. But what about a guy like Dylan Gabriel? And you know, the question marks are on a guy like Kenny Pickett. And specifically Gabriel, just because of all the noise around Sanders. You know, how's he looked, and how has that kind of depth chart as a whole outside of Sanders looked?
He started off really strong with the start of training camp, and then he had 2 really bad days, consecutive days, and then he got hurt after that. So that didn't help the cause, hence why he didn't play on Friday. So unfortunately for Dylan, he's caught up in the swell because, truth be told, now the coaches and I believe the organization feels differently, but if you were to ask the fan base, he's like a cast-off. It's like, why is he even out there? Who cares if he's out there? We want Shador. We want Shador. We want Shador. So he's caught up in that mix, and it's unfortunate because here's the crazy part. He may go out there Saturday against the Eagles and duplicate the same thing that Sanders did against the Carolina Panthers. And guess what? Fans will still be like, bench him.
It's got to suck for a guy who was drafted 2 rounds higher to be a cast-off. It's just
the company you keep
fighting
there,
an uphill battle for Gabriel, man. That's tough. Now, what about the weapons these guys are throwing to? This is where I sneak in it's not a fantasy football question, but let's be honest, it's a fantasy football question.
I'll ask him the CFL question.
Yeah, you see if there's a connection there. I mean, Jerry Jeudy obviously is an elite talent, but what else do they have at the position, do you think?
Well, there's a lot of question marks at the receiver position. Yeah. You're asking Tillman, a young guy, 3rd year, to step up and play more and probably be that number 2. You're asking Deontay Johnson to also, from former Steeler as well as Carolina Panther and Houston Texan, to step up, and Baltimore Raven.
Yeah, the Raven too,
Yeah, he was traveling a lot last year. You're asking those guys to step up and show out. And then you have Jamari Thrash as well, another young player who's going to have to fill that void. But really, I look to David Njoku to regain his form. And then also I'll give you this guy, Harold Fannin Jr.
Okay.
He is a draft pick from Bowling Green. Won the under the radar right now for most. But I really do think he's going to have a phenomenal season for the Cleveland Browns because I think he's going to get those mismatches when they go to 12 personnel. He's a receiving tight end.
All right, so you'll see them putting 2 tight ends on the field.
Yeah,
quite often.
12 personnel will be there. Yeah, for sure.
You know what? That's a great for anybody in a dynasty league.
Get that?
There you go. Yeah. Make a note.
3-time
Harold Fanning Jr.
He's got the rings.
Yeah, this guy knows. This is okay. That's good. Now, what about the running game? I mean, where's that sort out right now? I know they used 2nd round pick on a running back. There's some issues there. How does that sort of stuff out?
Well, that is problematic because Judkins has not been in camp and he hasn't signed yet. So you're looking at Jerome Ford and you're also looking at Dylan Sampson, who they drafted in this last draft as well to step up. And that's an issue right there because with Sampson, there's inexperience. And with Ford, he's serviceable, but we're not sure if he can be an every down back. I like Jerome Ford. I was impressed with what he did in spot duty for Nick Chubb. But clearly, it was all about getting Judkins in to make him the bell cow and to make him the primary back and to feature him in the offense. And right now, there's a question mark with that. So, again, with this offense, you like what you saw on Friday night, but it was just preseason game 1. But there's still a lot of question marks with the receiver position as well as the running back position.
We've done our AFC North. We'll complete it here with you today, in our previews and our camp tours. I just want your thoughts, fair, reasonable, I guess, expectations for this team. Always a tough division, especially, I mean, Aaron Rodgers thrown into the mix now. Burrow, if he can stay healthy, and we all know what the Ravens' expectations are there. So where do you kind of see the Browns going this season?
Another good question. And I see them doing better than 3-14, just based on how they're approaching training camp alone, because last year it had a bit of a Club Med feel to it, to where they were resting on their laurels based upon going to the playoffs that previous season. I don't see that. I see more physicality in the training camp. I see more attention to detail regarding pre-snap penalties and things of that nature that held them back, that played a large role in them beating themselves last year. So I can see them at least getting 6 or 7 wins in this upcoming season. But as your guys just alluded to, yeah, the AFC North is tough. But here's what happens. A lot of times us football players will look at that schedule and say, oh, that's a gimme. And right now they're in that gimme category. And this is where you can sneak up on teams and catch them slipping, because mentally they've already checked out by playing the schedule game.
Let's wrap with this, man. What's the strength of the Browns right now?
Great question, too. It's simple. It's the offensive and defensive line.
Okay.
That's where it's at.
That's important,
it's the defensive line for sure.
Be good in the trenches, and maybe you got something.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why you always have a chance. If you can win in the trenches, you can dominate and control the football game. That's why I give them more benefit than doubt as far as that's concerned, because you have the best defensive player in my mind, and Myles Garrett, on your football team. You have a premier cornerback in Denzel Ward. And watch out for Schlesinger, the draft pick from UCLA. He has been balling in camp. So at all three phases of the defense, you have playmakers. So that's impressive right there in its own right. And then the offensive line, their veteran group, they're established. Now, there is a question mark at the tackle position. Can DeJuan Jones fill in that spot? Because he's done it before, but due to injury, he has had always nothing but shortened seasons. But if he's able to come along, this offensive line can be really, really dominant, and that will certainly help the cause for what the Cleveland Browns are trying to establish in 2025.
One more quick one as well. I get the pleasure of co-hosting this show every morning with the voice of the CFL, Dustin Nielson, Canadian Football League. We're huge football guys up here. The last 2 guests we've had on as well, unsolicited from us, we didn't even bring it up, but they brought up a CFL story or a tie-in to former players. Do you have any such tie-in to the Canadian Football League or story or something that you've heard of in passing?
Oh, I have a former teammate. His name was Tom Canada, of all things. And he played with me in the New Orleans Saints, and this was a while ago. And he came from the Canadian League. But here's the thing about the Canadian League that I don't understand and don't get.
Okay.
I don't get why there are not more cornerbacks from the Canadian League in the National Football League, because what they're required to do with guys able to run full speed, start up before the play even starts. You know the level of difficulty in that and how hard it would be to cover someone. So I'm always amazed that there are not more guys from Canada actually playing in the NFL as cornerbacks, because I'm completely convinced as a former defensive back that that's way harder to do, is covering a guy who's able to move pre-snap.
Yeah, running start with the waggle is insane. A lot of guys who come up here are like, what's the most difficult thing to adjust to? And there's lots of different things, but most of them, especially even receivers, are like, yeah, the waggle. But once they get the hang of it, they absolutely love it, because they're running with full speed when the ball is snapped. And then the other thing with DBs, man, is the field is wider, right? So there's so much more room to cover. So yeah, you know what? Having covered the league for a long time, I don't know if I've ever heard anybody bring that up, that more corners should be down there. That's a good point.
Great take.
Hey, somebody did mention that your charity ring that auctioned off, somebody from Canada bought that. Somebody in Ottawa bought that ring. So
they did.
That's kind of a cool story too, man. That's awesome. This was a great chat. Thanks a lot for doing it, man. Have fun this season.
No problem, guys. Thanks for having me.
There you go. That was fun. That was good.
You heard it from a 3-time Super Bowl champ about Canadian defensive backs and how they should,
Yeah.
put that down in the...
I'll have to put that on Twitter and it'll create a big stir.
Oh!
That's what we like right now. Everybody fighting about things in the Canadian Football League. That was a really good chat.
Football's back, eh?
Yeah, football is back, baby. Gerrod Cherry, that was a really good conversation. That was a guy that I could talk NFL with every week. Like just around the league.
Yeah.
Right? Like that. He's a great guest.
Yeah.
We've had some really good NFL guests so far.
Yeah. Who's finding these guys?
Yeah. Whoever's booking these guys is doing a phenomenal job.
Tommy?
So much so that we'd probably overlook if you had a couple of chips you didn't tell anybody about. Left him in the.
It's a fair
Left him
trade-off.
in the. Oh, it is. Hey, interesting.
You were in that meeting the other morning, eh? And I was standing by the window at the to your office. Remember? I was eating that.
Oh, you were eating the chips. I didn't realize
I
you
didn't
were
wanna
having the
piss you off
chips
'cause I knew you were
No,
in a-
but I didn't put two and two together
Yeah,
that you were
that's-
having the chips. I saw you standing there staring at me eating chips, and I
Who's
just
the chip thief?
I thought that
You're
was in
the chip
general.
thief.
That was funny. Is that a chip detective
Well,
voice?
when Ozzy Osbourne, who's been drinking all of my beers? And then Sharon's like, well, who could have done that? You. So we just substitute the beer.
Hampton Steve texts in and says, Hampton Steve to the Parachuters inbox today says, I forgot to get you guys to ask about how Vontae Mack looked in Browns camp.
That was on the other day, too. I watched it. It was
Did you?
great. Oh, yeah.
It's a fall asleep movie for me sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I'll throw it on and then I'll fall asleep.
Bo Callahan.
Bo Callahan.
He's the Dylan Gabriel, maybe.
I don't know. They nailed the guy to play Bo Callahan.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I don't know
What
if
do they
I've
call
ever,
that, typecasting
Yeah,
or
I don't know
something?
if I've ever seen that dude in any other. But if you need a cocky, arrogant quarterback,
Yeah.
that's your number one
He
call.
walks in the room. They're like, bam, don't even read a line.
Yeah.
That
That
were
was
the guy.
That was
Yeah.
it. I wonder if when he came in to read for it, they had also taped $100 to the back of the script. Just to test to see if he'd actually read the
Like,
whole
he's
script.
got it. Yeah, he's in character.
Yeah, that's good. Amish Man 19 over in the chat says that was a wonderful interview. I feel like I know all about the Browns now. Yeah, I think we covered all bases. And you gotta love a guest who like 4 times said, "That's a great question." Like it just makes you feel like a big, strong, powerful question guy.
Oh, 3-time Super Bowl champ.
Yeah, this is
You
Super Bowl
come home
champion.
and tell son.
Marshall, you'll never believe what happened. You know what? He would love that.
Oh yeah.
Like he comes over yesterday. He was getting ready for the bath, so he's completely naked. Comes over, standing next to me,
Leaning against the door
No,
frame.
that's exactly. So I'm sitting there working on some stuff upstairs, trying to get stuff done so I could go to bed at a reasonable hour last night.
Completely naked.
Marshall comes walking over. He leans over. I mean, what's what you working on, Daddy? I said, oh, I'm just, I got a couple meetings tomorrow. I'm just getting some stuff ready for that. And he goes, oh, yeah. And then I know he loves when I say this, but he's standing there. He's 10 years old, naked. I looked at him. I said, this could all be yours one day, buddy. And he's like, I sure hope so, Daddy. Then he turns around with his chubby little ass and walks off to the bathroom. This is butt like. God, he's the best, that kid. Yeah. All right. Hey, so the Sanders thing is interesting, though.
Property of the Toronto Argonauts, right?
Shooter Sanders. Is he Argos Neglist?
I think
we know
he's
this now
Argos.
because all of the Neglists are available.
Hey, well, it's interesting to watch, right? Like,
Yeah.
And it's so funny that he mentioned too, like, I don't know, and I don't know if I know any Browns fans, but a fan base like that, not going with a guy that was like, but going with the hot commodity, right? Like just going just based off a vibe. Because why not?
I'll say this.
And you got Joe Flacco right now leading the pack.
Is it at all like the we want Trey chance the last couple of years here in Edmonton?
It's you want
Right?
the vibe.
Like,
You're so
it's-
desperate for the vibe to hit.
People desperately want to see that guy play quarterback.
Yeah, and you want it to succeed. Obviously, I mean, you're desperate to see that succeed because it's a vibe.
But it almost felt like whoever was going to draft Sanders almost did it out of like, he's still there in the 5th round. I guess we'll take it and deal with the circus. And you heard Gerrod Cherry say that he's never seen anything like it for a preseason game. Like second,
But it's been like a negative
scalp
circus.
tickets were going for $300 a ticket.
A positive buzz, not like a negative.
But we know that a positive buzz can cause issues. Right?
Because you're trying to make the positive
fan
buzz
base
work.
is like, this is the guy. This is Sanders' kid. Look what he did in college. And even if you look at what he did in college, it's not like he had a ton of team success.
He's Bo Callahan.
And they're going to keep pushing for it. Buy the jerseys. Then he's going to get it thrown in before he's ready because of fan pressure and maybe ownership pressure. And then it's all going to go to hell, where maybe he does need a year or two to properly develop. And maybe then what does seem to be a pretty good skill set can actually shine through.
Yeah, and that hasn't historically happened with the Browns, right? Like a highly touted college quarterback coming out. Like,
if you were going to look,
no, but I'm saying,
but that's why
Tim Couch, Brady Quinn.
well, they went through them.
They went through them all.
It does feel like decade of darkness Oilers, where they need the Connor McDavid at quarterback to come along via lottery and not save the franchise, but help the franchise overcome horrible management for a long time.
And they thought they've had
that's
that
what
in
they need to do.
Variety of forms, though.
But they just continue to miss.
Yeah.
And miss.
And they haven't been like blue chip number one, like without a doubt, this guy's going to succeed. But you do go over some of the names in the past, and it's quite a list here. But they've had their success when they brought in like a Jake Delhomme or a Jeff Garcia or some other. Like that's why Flacco might be their best.
Well, Flacco is their best quarterback
right now. Yeah, but I'm just saying they've had that middling 500 success when they just bring in a journeyman, as opposed to, and Baker Mayfield. When he left, he had most of his. He's found a home in Tampa and such. But Brady Quinn, all those experiments just kind of. Derek Anderson.
I mean, they've had them all.
They've had every single quarterback.
Even if you look at their quarterback depth chart right now, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett has played and started. Deshaun Watson's lurking down there somewhere. Tyler Huntley. Snoop. Is that Snoop Huntley?
I think so.
That's Snoop Huntley.
Yeah.
He has NFL snaps. Shedeur Sanders, 5th round pick this year. Dylan Gabriel, 3rd round pick this year. Like they've got 2 guys they drafted this year, 4 other guys who have had snaps in the National Football League. But you're sitting there going, oh, it might be Joe Flacco again. And Flacco actually moves the ball, which is good news. If you want Jerry Jeudy in fantasy, you should want Joe Flacco at quarterback. The running game will be interesting.
Didn't even mention Johnny Manziel yet. I mean, it's just you've had all these vibes, and they've. Well, we
have to remember Manziel came up to the Canadian Football League and dominated it for years. Insert evil cackle here.
How's it going? It's a little bit of that.
All right, 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999 is where you can chime in. See, Big Maple says Cleveland needs fans to believe again. This is the start, but why is it the start? Because they drafted a guy who slipped through 4 rounds of the draft.
Yeah, and
when he was projected to go first round,
and will ultimately let them down.
That's the guy. Like that.
You keep believing in these. Yeah, they're all.
Does that not seem like a Cleveland thing to do?
Yeah, they're all fake. I mean, maybe.
All right, there's a conversation on the Cleveland Browns. Well, the Cleveland Browns. I'm not gonna say this guy's the NLBL, but Chicago sucked. Got a first overall pick. Took a guy who they expect to be a franchise quarterback. And, that's
But even he wasn't like, it's one of those years where it's like, yeah, this is the best of the bunch.
Yeah.
But if you could have been like, I wish it was this year or that year.
I like him, though.
No, I know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, there's no guarantees that he would somehow more. I don't know.
We've got weekly confessions coming up. We are in the early stages, I guess you should say, of the Whipping Boy bracket. And boy, recency bias is trying to push hard here on Boosh. On Twitter now, it's a 56-44 split in favor of Tom Pody, who is the more criticized Edmonton Oiler.
Pretty much that on the Nasty Chat.
It's the exact same over on YouTube. Interesting.
What does it mean?
I have no idea. That's a great, rhetorical. I don't know what any of it means. I don't know what we're accomplishing here. But it's a fun conversation point, that's for sure. All right, let's dive into your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. Play Alberta, the title sponsor of Edmonton Sports Talk. Blue Jays back in action here as well. Let's dive into something on those guys. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, lottery, all in one place with easy access to real money games. You can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. It's that simple. Download Play Alberta app now and start playing today. Use the code EST Sports. Deposit $20. Get a $50 free bet. All right, what's the number on the Jays here today? I was looking at the CFL line movement earlier. Well, let's put something together for the Jays today, and we'll throw it over to the So order the boys at Play Alberta. Home against the Cubbies, minus 125. So that's a good place to start. Let's go Jays money line. Rick, who do you like for a hit today? Maybe 2 hits. What do we do here? Day off yesterday. Let's see. So if you've not yet played at Play Alberta, when you click on the game, so go and click on Blue Jays Cubbies, and then you'll see all markets, SGP, popular innings, player markets. That's where we're going to click on the player market and see what we have. Okay,
Jays plus 114, first team to score. I know the D-Gen Den was doing those.
I don't
first
hate
to
that
3.
one. First team to
They're back
score,
home.
first to 3.
Yeah.
I don't. What's the
first team? This is first team to score.
First team to score.
Yeah, plus 114.
First team to score.
Back home.
We could do that.
Probably
We could mix
reignite
that
the
in.
bats. I don't know.
I could go first team to score as a Dusty's play of the day, maybe a little bit later on. They can get a Kirk hit. Sometimes these guys, like few of the guys, you can only get over 1.5 hits for Bo and Vladdy right now. So what if we go Jays win? I mean, minus 125. I mean, it's good enough standalone. We don't have to get too crazy here. Do you want to go Jays win and they score first and that's it? And then I'll do something with Kirk maybe a little bit later on.
Okay.
We got the lock shop today as well. Huss is hosting a golf event today, so he's not going to be able to join us. So I think Wannick's going to be in with me, and we'll have a lot of CFL talk there. All right, so let me send this over to the crew at Play Alberta. Just that simple. We're going to get it boosted. The early bird bets. Jays to win and score first. That's going to be a decent number. If it's plus 1. Yeah.
Daddy likes.
Oh. All right, ride with us over at Play Alberta. They've been phenomenal partners, and we're just getting going with them. So it's exciting times with us and the crew over at Play Alberta. Over on YouTube, you can get in there. Smitty the Welder says, I'm not sure why Pody is on this and not Petrie. Pody wasn't even that bad. Hey, look, man, Smitty the Welder. We gave Petrie a chance to get in this
We had
thing.
the play-in tournament.
We had a play-in tournament, and Petrie lost to Justin Schultz. So it's not like we overlooked Petrie. Put him in a play-in.
He had his chance.
Didn't get in.
Maybe next year.
Coming up after 7:30, we have your weekly confessions for Spectrum Rental. Saw those boys in the chat earlier.
Yep.
Trev has a confession from something that happened last night. I'm not sure where I'm going for my confession just yet.
I know where I'm going.
You do, eh?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's exciting.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, it's not exciting. Okay, well, if you have something to confess, text us, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. If you have a confession this morning, fire that over to the Paris Jewelers inbox. We'll get to those coming up here right away. And then we'll preview the Chicago Bears. Do they take a step this year? Not an easy division, but can they find a way to take a step? They've put some weapons around their young quarterback, unlike what's happened in Cleveland so far. But can they take a step in a pretty good division? We'll get into that with Alex Shapiro, who covers the Bears. But weekly confessions on the way. Sports update right now for 3% milk drinker Mitch at Park Mazda.
A game day as the Riverhawks will play their first ever North Division final this evening from Remax Field. First pitch 7:05 as they welcome in the Bellingham Bells. If you can't make it down to Remax, we'll also have the game for you right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. The winner will advance to the West Coast League Finals. That'll go Thursday, and they'll be playing one of either the Portland Pickles or Corvallis Knights as those two teams go at it tonight in the South Division Finals. Jays back on the diamond this evening. They host the Cubs to kick off a 3-game series. Jose Barrios will get the start. First pitch 5:07. Astros beating the Red Sox last night. Boston have dropped 3 straight and sit 4.5 back of the Jays heading into today's play. Canada picked up a 5-3 win over Finland in their Hlinka Gretzky Cup opener yesterday. Canada getting set to face Switzerland as that game is about to begin. It's Canada. continue their quest for a fourth straight gold at the tournament. They'll wrap up the round robin tomorrow against the host, Czechia. Felix Auger-Aliassime advanced into the fourth round of the Cincinnati Open yesterday. He'll now take on Benjamin Bonzi tomorrow in the round of 16. Also last night, top-ranked Yannick Sinner of Italy outlasting Gabriel Diallo 6-2, 7-6. Sports Update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where one time he drank 4% milk and woke up on a beach with no memory.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button. Thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki in a tuxedo t-shirt because it says, like, he wants to be formal, but he's also here to party too.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Painting 100. Everly and Taylor Hall, he came in and moved them all. 1 for 1, the deal's done. Bobby Mack let us know. Ryan Stromey lost it twice. Drake from Manning was not nice. 2 good picks, they went for Griff. Pete just had to go. Eric Greiber buyout, what was that all about? Miko signed a 3-year deal, and my friends, that ain't no steal. Traded for Spooner, shoulda canned him sooner. Chris Russell, Lucic, no movement on their deals. Pete left a tire fire. Bobby Nix is searching for the perfect person. Pete left a tire fire. Now it's tough to do well when you're stuck in cap hell.
Great bass line
in the bracket for whipping boys. He'll probably come into a matchup next week.
His tournament to lose?
I don't know, man. It might be Pody's after today.
Well, yeah.
We'll have to see. We are coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio. If you've not yet tried the new chicken dippers, they're absolutely I actually had them last week.
Well, it's funny too.
They're
like
good.
We've moved stations now. My walking route is slightly different, albeit in the same direction. I now walk past Popeyes
on the way home
every single day, and the smell coming out of
yesterday. Matt and I are in his office talking about some stuff, and he's pointing out his window. I'm like, what? What's this? So I get up and look, and it's Reed Wilkins. I'm waiting to cross the road over here.
Oh.
I'm waiting to cross the road, and he's carrying Harvey's back. He's got a burger and
like
fries,
like
and he's carrying him. He's carrying him like Cody Fajardo just tucked him into his midsection. I was like, look at this guy. He's very careful with his Harvey's fries.
You should go try to fumble it. Hey, and
he walked in the office, knock it out.
Oh,
don't carry that like a loaf of bread around here.
He's a Harvey's man, eh?
Well, it's across the street.
Oh, I know, but I mean
it certainly helps.
Got that Swiss Chalet.
Yeah, I think there's a shawarma place right across the street too. And then what's the Fife and Deckel right here?
Fife and Deckel. Yeah, I went there for lunch the other day.
Yeah.
More subs though. You got to get on that donut.
Yeah, I tried to go there last weekend, but it was closed.
He's got weird hours. Yeah,
whatever. I mean, you can't win them all. But you know what's always ready and available and right next to you? Popeyes right here. We've got. We're going to preview the Bears coming up. But it's time to get into your weekly. Where's Trev? What's he doing?
He went to get a coffee. He's probably morning constitutional.
Must be going pee-pee.
Yeah. Or a poo-poo.
Anyway, he's going to join us. We're going to get to weekly confessions. Hey, I mentioned I'm going to have a Wanaka in the lock shop with me today.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to put his feet to the fire a little bit on the Dunya? Because he's really lacking in commissioner duties so far this year.
He said he sent us a group a message. And he said, the next 2 weeks, the results will be posted on the Monday. And they have been in the past. I'm fine with it. If there's a Sunday game, obviously one of them on the Monday.
But no scores online or anything.
Well,
it's
maybe it's time we get an intern for the Dunya or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
We'd contact Nate and they send somebody over to work exclusively for the Dunya.
I think I'm going to have to talk about it with him today on the lock shop.
I didn't send you.
I hope he holds himself accountable and says, I've been busy.
Well, no, but he doesn't need this smoke from the other league. Like he can't.
Well, the other league, the other league has a lot of posts every single week with standings and scores and things like that.
I just know this week and we're getting into confessions. Mine is about my fantasy roster.
Okay,
which
well,
I
I-
screwed up, but I had Nathan Rourke both starting in my Canadian spot and on my bench. So I don't know how that. I
So
just
he's not
saying.
even cutting and pasting
Why, I
properly
don't even
anymore.
know what's
Unbelievable.
kind of.
All right, weekly confessions brought to you by Spectrum Rental, where they confess to yet again not being remotely ready for upcoming fantasy draft season. But you can be ready to enjoy your newly landscaped patio with equipment from Spectrum Rental. Rent a mini track loader, tamper, and brick saw to get your landscaping done in time to enjoy the late summer evenings. Here's my confession. I didn't know that there was such a thing as a brick saw. This is a saw that cuts through brick. Wow. I didn't know that was a thing. I always thought you just had to buy smaller brick and there was like a bigger place that would cut it for you.
I think of former New York Jet DeBrickashaw Ferguson. That's the first. Oh yeah, football player. No, it's actual saw.
A brick saw. Wow. How does that work? I want to saw a brick. I've never done it. Spectrum Rental does it again.
They will do it. Yeah, they'll get
They
you there.
do it again. I know I'm going to sound like a clown here, but I didn't know like somebody at your home, you could have a saw that saws through brick.
I think next neighborhood barbecue, you show up, full melon under one arm, brick saw under the other, and you'd be the hit of the party.
Hey, you guys need any brick sawed?
Yeah, you and the dads can
I'm here for you.
some melon and saw
Wow,
some brick.
that is cool. All right. Well, we're off and running with confessions today. Trev's going to give us one too, but Rick, what do you got here? A little fantasy confession.
Yeah, well, the Barracudas, as we got our Week 10 results late last night, Barracudas falling to the Pirates 115-86. And I must confess, again, taking the advice from you to sit Eugene Lewis.
Sorry, buddy.
Which would have, I think it would have, 17 points on the bench. I also should have started Stanbeck, who had 9.3 over Sean Thomas Erlington's 3.8, and Keandre Smith 10.6 over one of Keon Hatcher or Tim White or
So
Tyler
it's not
Snead.
just on me for saying sit, Gino.
No, you had the bulk of it.
We
but
both really like Tyler Snead.
I know, and he let us down.
He did let us down. I think MBT let us down. Let's be honest. Little puke.
Well, yeah,
He's just
that's
5'7".
it, MBT, yeah.
Yeah, it was more of an MBT thing than a Tyler Snead thing. It's not like he had a ton of drops.
No, well, PPR
so-
don't matter. I don't care.
But you're still in first?
Yes, it's now a two-way tie
What are
for
you at,
first.
6-4?
The San Antonio Texans in first for more points scored, 6-4. Birmingham Barracuda second, most points against in the league outright, and the Gold Miners 4-6, and the Pirates 4-6.
And my team in the slightly larger six-man league is 8-2, and I have a 3-game cushion atop the standings, which is it's not. I haven't made a trade yet either. Don't know if I will. I like my lineup.
Is your deadline coming up?
Well, our season goes longer than yours, so I think our deadline will probably be a little bit later. Yeah, we're going right into week 20 this year. All right, Trev, what's your confession?
Yeah.
Sup, boys? Sup,
What
Nassies?
is going on?
How's it going? It's going good. I'm great. How are you?
Good.
That's good. I'm
Now you
having
had a
fun.
pretty epic confession from the weekend that you're going to save
Yeah.
for the right time, the right day.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what?
My grandma watches. I'm not sure if I want that one getting out there.
You know, ask Trev about his confession from the Nasty Bash at the Estes.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, there you go.
that's or the
Yeah.
song that comes out. I'm
Yeah,
sure
you know what? I will say after hearing the story myself yesterday, you will be referenced in the Nasty Bash song.
Okay, and that's
so people
okay.
can listen to that
Yeah.
for the full blown recap.
Yeah, and I'm fine.
It'd probably
with
be
that.
a lyric or two because it sounds like a lot happened.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I was just driving home yesterday. I'm like, I know my grandma watches. I'm like, I don't really know if I want her hearing that. So
I
it's not
respect them.
that
I respect the move. It's not that
bad.
bad.
But it's just, she's like, I'm so proud of you. I'm like, well,
She wouldn't be proud of you when she hears that story. Yeah.
yeah. So, but I guess my confession is this morning, I wake up and I just hear like drip, drip. I'm like, damn it, it's raining again. That's why I'm wearing my sweater.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking all morning for my pants. I couldn't find any, so I wore shorts. But
You couldn't find any pants in your house.
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
where. Well, I have pants. I don't know
You're
where
a
they
pants
went.
thief at the house or what?
I don't know.
Yo, the pan thief.
Yo, and you are. So I'm like, what is this? And it's rained a lot, but I've never heard like rain like this. It sounded like it was in my house. And so I'm looking, and right before I'm about to leave, I'm like, no, this has got to be in here. Like I haven't heard this before. And so I'm like looking around, all of a sudden, I look in my fridge and the door is wide open.
Oh,
Because I did one of those midnight things. I woke up in the middle of the night and I topped off my water bottle with water, and I didn't shut the door, I guess. I didn't shut the door. So the door was completely open, and what was dripping, I don't know what was dripping.
You have to open up the fridge to fill up your water bottle?
Well, I have, I don't have like it connected. Like I have like a old a Brita or whatever.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
you
one of
keep
those.
cold fridge water. I thought you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
go out of the sink. That's why I was curious.
I see that.
So you're a Brita filter guy.
Yeah, I can't do just tap water.
That's an interesting
I see
confession
that you do
yourself.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I do
then-
it here,
Yeah.
but we don't have a filter here for water.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, so there's this huge puddle of water on my floor, and I'm like, it's like 4:30 in the morning, and I'm just not happy about it. And then I look, and it's my fridge, everything. It's just dripping all over my food, and so that's my confession. I left my fridge door open overnight.
You closed it this morning, though.
Is your
I
freezer
did.
too? Like, was that?
Well, then I
affected
opened
or-
it, yeah, and it looked like melted. My freezer looked
The freezer,
melted.
but yeah.
A freezer would melt if the fridge door is open.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. That's a new one. So I guess I ask you, the nasties, what the heck is going on with my fridge?
That
But
is
it's just a
interesting.
big-
Sounds like an Igor problem.
Yeah.
Or what it, Alex, yeah.
Alex, the
Yeah,
guy
close
upstairs, yeah.
But so I had to get a towel. I'm like, oh, and it's just, I don't know. So
Yeah,
I
I'll
have to-
definitely say this. Your other confession was way better.
I know.
The Brita filter.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
I'm
that
taking
might
the
even be
Brita
better.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's-
I didn't know
Well, it's
you
just-
had that much money.
Bring one in.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Well, for your, and whoever wants
Myself. Yeah, for
to
sure.
engage in that type of.
Big Uke over on YouTube says, Dusty learning about new tools is like when a baby realizes they're the ones controlling their fingers.
That's a pretty good.
Big Uke, you should text that in.
Yeah, that's
a
pretty
pretty good
good.
text. I guess there's probably a tool for everything in the world, or else somebody would invent it.
How often do you go through a filter?
Probably 3 months, I think.
Pretty good bang for your buck.
2
on
to
that
3
filter
months?
then.
I guess.
Yeah.
One person drinking the water, you must not go. Like if you went through.
When you
Yeah.
take the filter out, do you see if it's dirty to see if it's actually doing its work?
Yeah.
Because it could
And
just
it
be a
is.
scam.
It is.
Nothing's in there.
Nothing's in there.
Right, so what-
Yeah, no, I make sure.
You do. So you're big
quite
Brita
the-
filter checking
It's
guy.
quite the process, but I figured it out.
Yeah.
This was my first Brita. I got it for Christmas.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. Thank you.
So you're enjoying that water.
It's good. It's probably the best water I've had.
Well, it should be. I mean, it's being
very-
filtered.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, those are good confessions. I'm trying to think.
Something from the barbecue, eh? Or-
No, I mean, okay, yeah. I'll. Here's a confession. So we're playing soccer last night in the backyard of our neighbor's house.
Did you dive?
No, but my confession is I actually was trying a little bit. Like we were playing.
You trying and
we were-
being competitive
no, but
at
just-
the smallest of things? No, I don't believe
but
it.
No, but like, and Marshall was just like scoring and just like, ah! It was boys versus girls. So it was me, my neighbor Keith, and Marshall versus Tammy, Becky, and then the two daughters who both play soccer. They play soccer together.
Who was keeper?
They're good little soccer players.
you-
Well, Marshall was goalie unless he wanted to go. He goes, "Daddy, cover me."
Yeah.
But, I don't really play soccer. So there was the one time I was trying to get around the 8-year-old neighbor girl, and she like took it from me
Oh.
and like put it through my legs.
You know what they call that?
A nutmegging.
Nutmeg.
Marshall always goes, "Megged ya." Like, shut up with that. So yeah, like I was partially trying at times playing in a neighbor's soccer game in the backyard.
What's wrong with trying in soccer?
I know, and we weren't supposed to keep score, but
Not a real sport.
boys won 24-8.
24-8.
Yeah. I also let in 3 goals. I let each of the girls score once,
that's
just because I mean I could lock it down in the net if I wanted to.
that's
right?
automatic relegation, I would say, for the women's team. Like next time,
Yeah.
you guys don't even.
Simple
They're
as
not
that.
even allowed.
Next time the boys are playing against Reed Wilkins. All right, send your confess. But I don't know. I just
Nutmegged, eh?
well,
Wow. By what, an 8-year-old, you said?
yeah, she's a good player though.
Oh, geez. Yeah, well, yeah, but that must have. That's why you woke up in the middle of the night.
Maybe that's what it
Tossing it
was.
to-
Yeah. Well, I'm not a soccer player. I've scored 1 soccer goal my entire life.
How'd you celebrate? Did you?
Well, it was too embarrassing.
ball under the shirt.
So this was back this was like my first girlfriend ever, and she played soccer. She played like high school soccer and stuff, and then we're gonna play men's like a co-ed league. like when I was 20 years old in the summer, came back from school. And the only goal I ever scored in soccer, I was running in and I kicked it as hard as I could kick it. And the goalie came out and like stopped it. And I sort of crashed the net.
Oh, yeah.
And it came back. The goalie made the save. I was crashing the net, bounced off my chest and in.
That's legal.
That's my only soccer goal ever in any sort of real game. But I don't remember celebrating too much because I thought it was so embarrassing.
Somebody wants to know if you and Tammy have christened the new place yet.
Oh, enough. Jeez.
Well, it's confessions.
Oh, been too busy. Shane in a vac truck texted, says, I confess I'm kind of strong-arming a fellow nasty to join me at the Riverhawks game tonight. I'm not sorry about it neither. No, of course you shouldn't be.
No, come on. More the merrier. Get down there if you can. Assigned seating, so keep that in mind, but it should be a packed house.
It should be a pretty good game tonight. I don't think you should be strong-arming people to go to those games. Is that your buddy's going to love it.
Yeah.
You're a hero.
Try this noodle arm, I'll take you up on that.
All right, 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. That'll get you in the Paris Jewelers inbox. One of your text messages is going to win text of the day today. And we have a new text of the day sponsor starting September 3rd.
Oh,
I'm very excited about it.
I can't wait
to celebrate that.
September the 3rd is a Tuesday, correct?
It's a Wednesday.
It is a Wednesday.
Tuesday's the first day of school. I don't work on first days of school.
Okay, so it's a weekly rankings of power
that day.
Going to be involved with that.
Yeah, easy peasy.
It's going to be great.
September 3rd is going to be awesome. Again, that new sponsor, it's going to be cool. Definitely. All right. We took a look at the Cleveland Browns earlier. I still think Cleveland is looking to find their way. Whereas the Chicago Bears, I think, have the pieces in place to now go down the path
and find their way.
You know, like they're much further ahead. Tough division, but still, to break this down, take a closer look at the Bears. Joining us on the phone today, Alex Shapiro joins us, covers the Chicago Bears. Alex, appreciate the time this morning. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Hey, are you in the car on the way to camp or training camp or preseason or what?
I am in the car.
Nice.
But actually just dropped my kid off at daycare because the Bears are off today. No practice, no training camp at Hallis Hall.
Oh, wow. Okay, an off day. Well, let's fill us in on this then. How would you say it has gone so far in camp? Has it been a very encouraging camp? Has there been a few disappointments? How do you summarize it for us?
You know, I think if you're somebody who loves defense, very encouraging.
Okay.
I think Dennis Allen, his fingerprints are all over this thing already. It is an aggressive defense. They are playing physical football. If you're looking for physical accountability, again, it's very encouraging. You know, Ben Johnson has really been a loud disciplinarian. We hear him, you know, if things aren't right, making the guys get back in the huddle and get it right a second time, not walking past small mistakes. So we've heard all of that. The accountability is up. I'm not going to lie to you, though. On offense, it's been, I don't want to struggle, but it's a work in progress as they get everything set. You know, Ben Johnson is very exacting. He's very deliberate. He wants things done. I mean, the way the play is called, the way the play is, you know, barked out by Caleb Williams, the way they get in the huddle, the way they get out of the huddle, he wants everything done just so. So there have been some bumps in the road as they get that operation down. So have there been tons of huge plays and all these highlight reel moments? They're simply not there yet, but they have made progress. The first 2 days, it was a real struggle just for them to line up, just for them to do the shifts and the checks and all of that. They are making progress in that department, but, you know, it still seems like they do have a ways to go until they're a finished product. Everything looks awesome on offense.
Yeah, and I just wanted more of your thoughts kind of on that scheme, how it's going to try to match with Caleb Williams. Like, has there been anything as opposed from last year that you've seen in terms of maybe growth or change or something like an arrow pointing north in terms of his development and now this new scheme that he's in?
Yeah, absolutely. So the one thing that is definitely noticeable is they have Caleb Williams playing under center a lot more. He pretty much played the majority of his snaps from shotgun, both at USC, Oklahoma, and his first year with the Bears. But Ben Johnson wants him under center so that they can do some play action stuff off of that. And that's come along, that felt like, hey, this might be a little stumbling block. Caleb Williams, I think, has actually taken to the under center stuff without too much trouble, which is encouraging. So what that does is, I think they're setting up an interesting run game that has a lot of different facets to it. We have seen some inside gap stuff. We've seen some power stuff with I formation. We've seen wide zone. We've seen extensions of the run game with jet sweeps. So they're installing a robust run game. And then off of that, we've seen them able to get Caleb Williams out of the pocket on play action and using play action to their advantage to kind of scheme up some layups for him. So again, like the deep ball stuff, that's still kind of a work in progress. But the foundation is there where you can see, okay, here's how Ben Johnson can scheme things up so that Caleb Williams can get in rhythm quickly. And then I'm sure the hope is that the explosives come later. Those deep downfield throws are what develops later. So yeah, we have definitely seen some changes compared to last year.
Alex Shapiro with us from the Chicago Sports Network, previewing the Bears right now, and it's an interesting group. You mentioned, the downfield, the passing game as that starts to settle in. Second round pick Luther Burden this year at receiver. First round pick, they went with the tight end Colston Loveland. They already have a Dunze. They already have DJ Moore. How do you expect Burden and Loveland to fit into the offense in their rookie seasons?
Well, Loveland looks like he fits in already, to be quite honest. He just has a way about him where his routes seem to be smooth. Now, he barely played in the preseason. I think it was 6 snaps. He caught one ball, and one route didn't look that great. But in practice, he's developed a really good rapport with, honestly, all 3 quarterbacks. The ball just seems to find him. He just seems to find a way to get open, and the ball's finding him. Luther Burden is working behind Olamide Zaccheaus, veteran slot guy. Because Burden missed all of the spring portion, all that off-season work, and then the first 4 days of training camp. So he had a little catching up to do, and you can definitely see, early on he had some missed assignments where he didn't know the motion or he didn't know the alignment, so that there were some hiccups there. But he is doing a better job of catching up now that we're about halfway through camp. And when the ball does get in his hands, whether that's his limited work with the ones or his work with the twos, guy does look explosive. I mean, he looks like a very, very good playmaker when he does get the ball. So, I think it'll take some time for him to supplant Zaccheaus as that slot guy, just because, Zaccheaus is a seasoned vet. He knows where to be. He knows where he's at, and he's also made a lot of plays in his own right. So I think Loveland maybe makes an impact sooner, but you can absolutely see how Burden down the road might end up being the most explosive playmaker in this offense.
Bears 5-12 last year, 1-7 away from home. What do you forecast the high watermark, I guess, for wins this season? And really, last year was the division of all divisions.
Yeah, it's tough. You mentioned very tough division. First year with Ben Johnson, right?
Yep.
So I don't think it's going to be something where they're just like firing on all cylinders out of the blocks. I think there are going to be speed bumps. I think it's going to be a bit of a roller coaster season. So when I look at the schedule, it's not just the division. They play the AFC North. It's really tough. They play a lot of tough opponents on that schedule. I see them somewhere around 7, 8, maybe 9 wins. But double-digit wins, I think, is going to be really difficult for this team.
We have a listener who, when we have our NFL guests on, find fun facts about people and pass along. So Big Maple over on our YouTube chat says, fun fact, Alex Shapiro, as an intern, would help choose the sports highlights for CBS sports broadcasts. He's wondering, did you ever pick clips of a certain player getting torched because you just didn't like him?
That is some unbelievable research from your YouTube viewer. That is exactly right. That was the first internship at CBS 2 WBBM. Shout out Krista Rush, wonderful sports director who gave me my first crack. No, I never picked a highlight of a guy getting torched just because I didn't like the game. You pick the highlights to tell the story. You know, we got to tell the story of the game. You pick the highlights to tell the story of the game.
You know what you are, Alex? You're a professional.
Honest man. Yeah.
That's what you are. You are a professional. You don't let personal bias factor into the sports highlights you're putting together as an intern. Hey, man, we appreciate the time, and I'm sure we'll catch up again during the season.
Yeah, great to hear from you guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, Alex, thanks a lot. There you go. That's Alex Shapiro from the Chicago Sports
In
Network.
a roundabout.
Well, I mean, you should text him and say, was his signal light on?
No, it was his four. I guarantee it was his four ways. Or like
So
he
was he
pulled
pulled over and he had, it did, nobody's turning for that long.
Well, again, I like to envision him doing the hit stuck in a roundabout, going around and around. Of course, that's
Now,
what the listeners key in
It
on.
wasn't the point where it's debilitating to the interview.
But it was there.
But you could tell it was there.
It's like Trevor's fridge dripping. It's that little.
He just felt safe being in the inside of the roundabout.
Yeah. You get into that
Yeah.
lane, you're fine. You can just
First,
hit it.
I mean, I'll never forget the first time I drove through a roundabout. It was
where Edmonton.
It was here.
Yeah, okay.
It was here, and it was that one over on 100. Where are we? This is 107th. It was over there.
Yeah, that
the one down 107th
by Friesen.
Yeah.
in all there.
Yeah, I remember that. I'd never seen one my entire life.
Did you know you were approaching one, or you just kind of?
No, it just came up to it, and I was like,
Oh,
what the hell? What am I supposed to do now? Like, I had no idea. There's no roundabouts in Lethbridge. There's a few right now, but back then, when I first, there's obviously no roundabouts in Cranbrook. Where else had I lived? There's no roundabouts in High Prairie.
Well, in the double lane one, too.
And
that's a different animal.
I came here after High Prairie, so I hadn't even gone back to Lethbridge yet. Well, I was in school for Lethbridge. But yeah, first time I saw a roundabout, I was like, what the hell is this?
Barry also has an interesting theory. The guy is making a very long turn.
Just like a really slow turn. Somebody said, are you talking to a
huge
NASCAR
curve.
driver?
Yeah.
I do like the idea of NASCAR having to use a blinker to turn left. Trev, do you remember your first roundabout would have been here too, right? Like,
No.
did they have roundabouts in Lethbridge now?
Yeah,
Pincher
well,
Creek,
there's
it's
one
all
in-
roundabouts.
I know there's one on the
Pincher.
West End. There's a
one in
roundabout in Pincher?
That was my first.
How come Cranbrook
roundabout.
doesn't have a roundabout?
Yeah.
Cranbrook's way bigger than Pincher Creek.
Yeah.
You guys
as soon
have a
as you
roundabout.
As soon as you enter, you go right to Bovey. You go straight to, downtown Pincher, Main Street, I guess. Left, you go to Waterton. And those are
Oh, wow.
And it was easy. Like, I didn't mind that, but I still can't wrap my head around the double lane.
Because that was a
Roundabouts.
single kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I freak out
Wait, so that was a
sometimes.
single lane roundabout?
Yeah, just single.
Well, that's not even technically a roundabout. It's,
Of course it is.
Well, I think the real thing is the double lane. roundabout.
That's your.
Well, I mean, that's
your meat and
the,
That's
potatoes.
a Rolls
Yeah, yeah,
Royce.
Yeah, that's the big one for
Yeah.
sure. But I mean, that's a roundabout. My instructor would be like, okay, here's a roundabout. So,
Riding the Pine says, I'm in High Prairie right now. Where do you eat? Everything is shut down here. Well, when I moved up to High Prairie, my co-host, she took me for a drive around town. It didn't take long.
Yeah.
There was an A&W. There was a Subway. And that was it.
that sounds.
And then there was a restaurant at the bar. And then there was a couple other establishments that she drove by. She said, don't go to those places. They're kind of rough.
Oh, okay.
I was like, okay.
Sometimes
So when
those
I
are the best
ended up,
meals,
there
though.
was a corner store on the main street right next to the radio station that had a pretty good, like, you go in, how you go to like a 7-Eleven and they've got like the rollers for hot dogs and taquitos and stuff.
The produce
They got
aisle.
chicken things and stuff. Yeah, Huss would know this.
Yes.
Anyway, this place had like really good, freshly made burgers. So I was just crushing burgers like every day after my shift. I'd stop, grab a burger or two on the way home.
They were on the
That was
roller
it.
things?
No, they were like
Okay.
wrapped in tin foil in like a heater thing. They were delicious.
And they were fresh?
They were fresh. Oh, they were good. Well, I mean, as fresh as a tin foil wrapped burger's gonna be.
Grade
But
A beef.
it was
Yeah, yeah.
it was on the walk home, so it was easy. But literally, that's like, oh, Bill texted and says, "Hey, eat at the Boondocks Grill in High Prairie." All right, there you go. Riding the Pine, Boondocks Grill.
Or just knock on
in High
random
Prairie
doors,
is where you could eat.
Hey, room for one more?
Jeffy says in England they have roundabouts. Should I read this in an English accent?
If you can.
Cool.
In England, geez golly, they've got roundabouts coming out of the exits of other rounds, which lead into the Mega Boss roundabout. So it's about 4 to 5 roundabouts on the outside of the Boss roundabout. And you're driving on the other side of the road. Actually, that's a good point.
Some of those European ones are like, you think 2-lane is.
So they've got roundabouts that exit into larger roundabouts. So it's about 4 or 5 roundabouts on the outside of the Boss roundabout, and you're driving on the other side of the road. Man, this is why I stay here.
Have you ever done that before?
What?
Driven on the other side, like in the UK?
I've never been there, so no.
Okay. There we
Yeah.
go. What about you, LT?
Have you?
No.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
curious. What about you, LT?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
Yeah, no, I've never done that.
I was on the
I'd love to see
Autobahn,
you.
baby.
Oh, nice. That's sick.
Man, they rip it down there.
Oh, I've
They,
heard.
the largest roundabout in the world is in Malaysia. A circumference of 3.4 kilometers. That's probably the one Alex was on. That's a trip.
3.4 kilometers.
Like around.
I want to Google this.
I want to know the widest.
Malaysia.
I want to know how many lanes, like the
Roundabout.
widest roundabout.
It's not as big as I thought it was.
That's pretty big, I guess.
It's probably easier to navigate because it's way
Well, you
longer.
don't even
got
feel like you're on
time
a
to move
roundabout,
around.
really.
That's
Like you're just
insane,
kind of.
though.
Yeah.
It's like a NASCAR track.
3 kilometers.
What's the widest? Like, what's the many lanes width wise?
Yeah.
That's what I want to.
Wheels is in the chat and says, we have roundabouts in Edmonton and Clearview.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to play kind of easy trivia today?
Marcel.
No.
Line 1.
No. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. What did I learn on the show today? There's roundabouts in Edmonton. After we were talking about it. All right, if you want to play kind of easy trivia, we've got a gift certificate to Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual, the casualest place ever. Platter-Palooza, I think it's on now, but will it last all summer? We'll find out. We'll get to that coming up just after 8 o'clock. But if you want to play kind of easy trivia today, text Trev right now, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. 3 questions too many. Coming up, Gager's going to pop by. We'll check in on the Whipping Boy bracket. Boosh, hanging around. Hanging around. Check, hanging around. Looks like Tom Pody might win it, but there's a long way to go. And we'll open up the Rock Door for Creed tickets. That's coming up as well. And all in a highly entertaining third hour of the Nielsen Show here on YouTube and TuneIn and iHeart and at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Let's get to a sports update right now for the fine folks at Windsor Plywood, Leduc.
A game day here in Edmonton as the Edmonton Riverhawks will play in their first ever North Division Finals when they host the Bellingham Bells, 7:05 down at Remax Field tonight. If you can't make it out to the game, we will also have it live for you right here on EST. The winner advances to Thursday's West Coast League Finals, and they will meet either one of the Portland Pickles or Corvallis Knights, as they will go at it later tonight in the South Division Finals. Jays are back home to host the Cubs to open a 3-game series tonight. 5:07 first pitch. Jose Barrios will get the start. Jays 4.5 up on the Boston Red Sox heading into today's play. Canada 5-3 over Finland in their Hlinka Gretzky Cup opener yesterday. Canada currently in action against Switzerland as they aim for a 4th straight gold medal at the tournament. They'll wrap up round-robin play tomorrow against host Czechia. Felix Auger-Aliassime advancing to the round of 16 at the Cincinnati Open yesterday. He will now face Benjamin Bonzi tomorrow. Gabriel Diallo, though, he's going home as he falls 6-2, 7-6 last night to Italian Yannick Sinner. Sports Update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
He's a jitterbug. He's a jitterbug.
Hello.
He's a jitterbug. He's a jitterbug.
Hello, Moto. He's got the boom boom inside his heart. When the puck gets dropped, yeah, yeah, his engine starts. Hockey IQ inside his brain. He loves the nudes, cause they think the same. But something's bugging you, he's got no signs. That's okay, he's got that look in his eyes. He's just streaking down the ice. Fans are shrieking cause they wanted him to score twice. Another goal for Yamamoto. He's got the goal, he's all saying, oh no. Another goal for Yamamoto. You don't want to miss it when he plays with Dry. Another goal for Yamamoto. He'll get help, but he'll just do it solo. Another goal for Yamamoto. He looked great last night when he's with New Gen Dry. Yeah. He busts his balls each and every game. Became a fan favorite when he trolled the Flames. Makes the top six seem like it's real. If he don't have the puck, you know he'll get a steal. You call him Yamo, cause that's his name. You're going crazy cause you just love his game. Don't worry buddy, that's alright. Just start singing cause he put the puck in last night. Another goal for Yamamoto. He's got the goal, he's all saying, oh no. Another goal for Yamamoto. You don't want to miss it when he plays with Dry. Another goal for Yamamoto. He'll get help, but he'll just do it solo. Another goal for Yamamoto. He looked great last night when he's with New Gen Dry. Yeah, 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 yeah.
808, still Yamamoto. How's that for throwing it back for you, hey? Hello, Edmonton Sports Talk, brought to you by our partners at Play Alberta. Early bird bet of the day is up. Blue Jays to win and score first, plus 194. Ladies and gentlemen, should be a juicy one. Plus 194 if you want to ride with us there. Our lock shop partner parlay from yesterday is still up. Elks to win, Riders minus 2.5, Lions minus 2.5. That's been boosted to plus 392. Go to playalberta.ca, click on EST specials, and ride with the boys over at Play Alberta. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio today. The new chicken dippers available now. You can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. Don't be a dud, be a stud at PJ's. Buy now, do not pay for 1 year. Check them out, www.parisjewelers.com. So we have 2 bathrooms in the new office.
Trevor and I were just talking, it's brilliant.
It's amazing. Like the old place had a sensor on it. If you're in there too long, the light would go off.
Yeah, and that made things very interesting.
It was really tough in the dark to turn on light on your phone. It was a mess. But we have 2 bathrooms here. I'm curious to ask you guys, do you use the right bathroom or the left bathroom?
Well, enter the confession right here.
What's that?
He only has one answer because he's probably only used one.
The first time I used the washroom here was yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. And it was the far one.
It's the right one. Yeah, the far one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use the far one as well.
I go into any one.
Yeah, no, I like the right one.
Okay.
They're exactly the same. They're just flipped.
Yeah.
I haven't been in the other one.
Farther away from the common area unless you have to make some...
Yeah.
No, is that what you're saying?
No, I like
in
that one. It's a little,
okay.
It seems like it. But
technically,
2 people could go to the bathroom at the same time in the new office.
That's nice.
But the toilets work. They're clean. They're nice. No light timer. Like it's
the
place is still pretty clean, but we could use a vacuum.
Are we still doing that?
That's what you grill one in the lock shop.
I don't know. We got to figure it out. Maddie was talking about maybe getting a cleaning service, but I was like, man, I don't know if we need to pay for a cleaning service. We just need to vacuum like once every 2 weeks.
And like
it's a big office to vacuum, but I mean, what did it take somebody? What somebody take with somebody? 25 minutes to vacuum this office?
Yeah, I mean it's once a month for a person, right? Or twice.
Or we have to pay a company. It'd probably be like $500 a month.
Like we can figure it out by ourselves.
Yeah.
But they detail. That's the thing with those companies is they get in the...
They do all little cracks.
They do the cracks and crevices.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how filthy it gets.
It's one per year, right? One cleaning.
Basically, if we do our schedule, it's like 1 month a year you have to clean once.
Yeah, like come on.
Some are doubled up. I was doubled up this year.
You and I were doubled up this year.
I mean, I'll take it.
I thought we took that bullet.
Well, I did my part, and then the schedule just kind of got ripped down.
Is that Awanic basically said
anarchy.
Who's on the dock?
Cleaning the place is his month. But what about this place?
Oh.
I guess technically, whoever was August on that schedule should be now. Who comes after M in our alphabetical order? R? Reed? Is it Reed Wilkins month?
R? Reed?
Well, it does, but
M to
there
R is
might be,
quite a jump.
Is there another one in there?
it might be
Gager, Hernan, no. Zach, no.
Blue Guy already did it, so it must be Reed.
T-U-V-R-S. Yeah, it would be Reed.
Yeah.
I did the alphabet wrong there. M-N-O-P-Q-R-S-T. So Reed comes before Trev. So I think it might be Reed's month.
Okay, because mine's September.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Okay, so yeah. And then it's back to Eric and I. But I mean, it's not much. Once a year, you have to clean the office.
Yeah.
But what is
reasonable
what
ask.
is?
Oh,
We have
there's
look
two
how many
Ts,
bigger
Tommy and
windows
Trev.
we have. Here
Oh,
now.
Tommy and Trev. I had 2 T's, but
The windows.
yeah, the windows. Yeah.
Well, that's different than we had before. Like that's more.
Yeah. Oh, that's a way better office. It's not even
No, I know it's a better office, but I'm just saying for cleaning, it's a lot more. Like if you got yours out of the way at the old place, I'd say cleaning that would be easier than cleaning this.
Of course. Well, it's half the size.
But
This
also
is twice
like
as big,
windows,
twice the
vacuuming.
job.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You've kind of dodged a bullet if you were Gager again.
Rob from the Grove says, you know what? He says, what about a knockoff Roomba? And I think last night we were at our neighbor's house. I saw a Roomba in their kitchen. I was like, wonder if we just turn one of those things on. Just let it run around the office.
Bone says hire a thief to tidy up around the office. Little maid.
Is that what happens with a Roomba?
Little maid
It's a
uniform?
vacuum that just always is moving?
I think it's a robot.
Yeah, but it's always going, right? And then it hits something, then turns and goes another way.
It's like a
Some of
droid.
these rooms have some cables on.
Put like an R2D2
Yeah.
skin on it.
Yeah,
you know,
that'd
like
be- you probably could do
it'd be
that.
R2 going around. Yeah,
That'd be kind of neat.
That'd be-
All right. We're going to play a little kind of easy trivia. Then we're going to get to 3 questions too many. Then we're going to chat with Gager. Then we got the Rock Tour for Creed tickets, which should be fun as well. Right now, though, let's find out what's happening at Mr. Mike's.
Well, Mr. Mike's has turned up the sizzle this summer with Platypalooza. The barbecue rib platters to coastal combos with lobsters and prawns. It's big flavor all summer long. Plus, then for your shot at sizzling summer prizes, Mr. Mike's Platypalooza is on. Eat locally, enjoy casual.
Mr. Mike's, go get the Platypalooza. Abudski says, Dusty, brushing up on the alphabet. I can do the alphabet, man. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard anybody do it so quick?
You were put on the spot before.
That might have been a world record. What is the world record for alphabet? Somebody, let's look that up.
Oh, I bet you somebody just breathes and says,
Yeah, and you're like, that's
oh,
not
that
true.
was the alphabet. You're like, come on, give
A,
me
B,
a
C, D, E, F,
break.
G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
You're gonna-
World record for saying the alphabet. Well, there's one for saying the alphabet backwards. Draft that person in the nerd draft.
Johan Sanderson, the man that.
Okay, please.
No, it's not.
The record for fastest English alphabet is 1 second, 35 milliseconds.
No.
Achieved on my birthday in 2021.
Wow. See, that's
Let's
BS.
see how fast I do it. Then we'll get to
But
trivia.
it's not even. Again,
They're playing trivia.
It's like
Hang
a
on.
sneeze,
Yeah.
you know, and they go, "Oh, that's you said
Let's
the
see
alphabet."
here.
No, you didn't.
All right, right now I'm going to start my stopwatch, and we'll see how fast I can say the alphabet.
It's quicker than the rock door.
All right, ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. 2.75 seconds. Maybe I could take a run of this with some proper training.
So it's not
You're
as
cutting that in half.
difficult to.
It doesn't
to
sound
might
as
seem.
crazy.
Yeah,
That was on the
That's
spot,
still-
no training.
that was good actually.
1 second is not
Let's see one more time.
possible.
I think I believe it now.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, I cheated. I stopped. So let me one more time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. 2.66. A little bit quicker. All right. New side hustle.
You keep working on that.
Come watch Dusty in the Garneau Theater say the alphabet really quickly. That's
take you in the draft.
That's a new feature at the Estes this year. Live performance.
Loosen those lips a bit first, and the
All right, let's play kind of easy trivia. Who's playing today, Trev?
This is Chris.
Chris. All right, Chris is going to play kind of easy trivia today. He needs to get 3 of 5 correct to win the gift certificate to Mr. Mike's he can use on Platypalooza or anything else he
is it
wants.
actually?
Yes, there's no way a thief uses a fake name, Chris. I'll fire Trev. Let's go to Chris. Chris, it's you, right?
Yeah, it is. I also want to say I haven't heard you guys talk about sports for like 10 minutes. This is by far the best sports station ever.
Yeah. Thanks, man. We really appreciate that. ABCDEFG, HLMP, QRST, UV, WXYZ.
That was.
Do you have a clock on that or what? Are you still there, Chris?
Well, I wasn't timing.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn it. That might have been the world record. We'll never know. All right, here we go. We'll start the ticker after we read the first question. Good luck, man. Here we go. What team does Max Scherzer play for?
The Toronto Blue Jays.
How many MLB teams are in Canada?
1.
How many NHL teams are in Canada?
7.
How many NBA teams are in Canada?
1.
How many CFL teams are in Canada?
9.
Boom. This guy knows sports, eh?
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
You can't have a newcomer come in and steal the show.
That's a peddling.
Oh, we've been strong. We're just playing by the rules.
Ooh, you better believe that's a peddling.
And I was in Miami with my new beach house. Well, it was a couple minutes from the beach.
That's a peddling.
The first year we took it to the limit.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
No, not today. I think I could eventually get the alphabet under 2 seconds. I would never take it to the 1.3, like the world record holders.
1.3 is ridiculous.
But it's just comes to
not
training,
discernible.
right?
Like you're not. You're
Yeah,
just
it would be like.
Yeah. And what's like? Is there a judge that like? Oh yes, you didn't separate the H from your I properly. Like what are we doing?
Colin the Amishman texts into the Paris Jewelers inbox today and says, "Alphabet world record attempts all summer long." Martin says Dusty needs to go on a strict diet of eating nothing but alphabet soup to compete at that next level.
Alphabet cereal in the morning.
Then you're just seeing it all the time, right? You're just seeing letters. You're just seeing letters. Dex is in. He says, I couldn't see the guy from Canmore Brewing last week, but just listening to Beer of the Week, I wanted to assign at least a second round grade for the Geek Draft. Ouch! Poor Dave from Canmore out here.
But I think
catching strays.
I think he'd wear that badge proudly. He was very educated. He brought in
much a beer geek. He brought in the hops and stuff.
Like he was into it. So I don't think he has a traditional look to a geek, but as Dex said, he was just listening. So.
Yeah. I thought he had. I thought it was good. I thought he was going to break the TV.
He was getting pretty rough in here. He was pumped up. I love it. I love the intensity.
He was
enthusiasm.
He was a really nice guy, actually. And that was delicious beer last week. That Canmore Brewing,
very good.
Threw a few of them in the fridge after he left, and I think they're gone.
Well, our next guest after.
Yeah.
Questions too many probably has a hand in that. Who's the bear thief?
Oh, man, I love your thief voice.
You're the bear thief.
Big Maple says, Dusty, how fast can you spell Mississippi front to back and then back to front again? MISISS, IPPI, IPP, ISS, ISSM. Am I a speed talker, boys, or what?
Was that accurate?
Screw you, Trev.
Sorry.
Of course it was accurate.
Okay, never mind.
MISS, ISS, IPPI, IPP, ISS, ISSM.
Oh, damn.
I used to, no, this is going to stop. I used to do that a lot as a child.
Oh, jeez.
I always liked to spell.
Play the damn clip. Play the damn clip.
All right, you can clip me on that one.
Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go. I ain't got time to be distracted by your worthless chime-ins. Go on.
Kyle Dean Balmer says they record speed talkers, then go back and listen in slow-mo. Makes sense.
You're a regular John Machida Jr., hey? That guy from the Micro Machines commercials. You've seen him? He's like the fastest talker.
Oh, no, I don't know.
And he did all those old 80s toy commercials and everything. You know, when he'd rattle off the, look at it, cause lead poisoning.
I don't remember that.
I'll show you the video.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I remember Micro Machine commercials, so I guess I would probably remember.
You would see him, yeah.
You know, I had a friend steal
Fastest
Micro
talking
Machine. He stole Micro Machines from me. Grade 3. Couldn't believe it. And it was the worst steel job of all time. Like I brought my micro machines to grade 3 and I had them in a big wheel case. It was very cool. A big wheel case.
Can you cue up this guy's video though? Just
can you grab the video of
John, just fast talking micro machines guy? I got to hear it.
Okay. Yeah. Then get a video. We'll throw it in.
Play for Dusty.
So I had a big micro machines case. It was like a wheel. It would stand alone and then you open it up.
Yeah.
So I had that, took it to school. It was in my backpack. And I went out at recess. I come back in. I'm like, my micro machines are gone. And I could see it. That sounds funny. I can't wait to hear that. I could see it in the other kid's bag.
No.
I was like, hey, man, you stole my micro machines. He goes, those are my micro machines. I said, those are my micro machines. So anyway, the teacher came over. We got it sorted out. He's like, are you sure these are yours? I said, my name is right there on them. So I got him back. And then yada, yada, yada. Like 3 weeks later, he invited me to his birthday party. And it was just me. It was just me and him. We went to McDonald's and we went home and watched Batman.
Just you and him. That must have been an awkward
It was
date.
so weird. It's like he was trying to make up for being a micro machine thief.
I don't mind that thing though, where you like, because I know somebody that they stole a cat.
Yeah.
And the neighbor's like, well, that's our cat. And they're like, no, it's not. Like you just, what? There's something to be said when you do that and then you just told, hey, that's mine. It's got my name on it. No, it doesn't. So, what do you do? Take him to court?
You want to throw back to the past here quickly? We'll get to 3 questions in a second. Summer show. So I think I told somebody this story around here before, probably not on the show, but we used to play a ton of basketball on the driveway back. We had a very cool big hoop, like a big wide hoop, glass hoop, chain. It was
mounted.
We had the Cadillac of hoops. Oh yeah, like
not one of those
but
sand,
in the cement.
Pole. Oh, in the
Like,
cement.
we didn't mess
Oh,
around.
geez.
Anyway, this neighbor kid would come over and play basketball with me. And one time we were playing, and he went to try to steal the ball from my dad, and he sliced my dad's eye. I think I said this when we talked about Reed.
Yes.
And I remember my dad's eye was bleeding and stuff, and then that family moved away and whatever. So I'm calling the Stamps game on Saturday in Calgary, and I'm walking down the hallway, and a guy steps out of the press box, who I didn't recognize.
No way.
I swear to God.
Swear to God.
He goes, hey, Dustin, I just want to introduce myself. I said, oh, hey, man. He goes, I used to play basketball with you at your house in Cranbrook. I was like, come on. He goes, yeah, I sliced your dad's eye one time. I was like, are you kidding me? And so this guy, he does some video work for Flames and Stamps, social media. I looked at him, I was like, Sheldon. And he's like, no, it's Chris. I was just like, damn, sorry, man. But yeah, so the guy who sliced my dad's eye in 99 randomly comes up to me in 2025 at McMahon Stadium.
I love it.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I didn't know we had that clip. Anyway, that was nuts.
What are the chances of
Didn't
that?
even ask about my dad's eye, though.
Yeah.
He wasn't like, hey, I hope your dad's eye's okay.
He just claimed to being the guy that did it, but didn't follow up with,
I told him, because I told this story 2 weeks ago to somebody. I said, I just told the story about you slicing my dad's eye. Crazy, though, to bump into somebody like that.
What was his name again?
Well, I'm saying it's Chris here, but I think I forgot it again.
Probably.
I thought it was Sheldon. I think he said Chris, but it might be something else. But he's a really nice guy.
Really nice. It turns out he's not a bad guy.
Yeah. All right, do we have this video? Are you getting it still?
I got it, but I was just going to play it like this.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, sure, go ahead. So what is this, Rick? What is this, Rick?
Well, he's like the world's fastest. I think he's deceased now, but he used to do Micro Machines commercials.
All right,
stuff.
okay. Well, let's hear how fast this guy talks. Let's do it. This is going to not end well. There's got to be an easier way, Trevor.
The Micro Machine Man here, presenting the genuine, original, colossally flexible, most miniature replicas of the real things. Micro Machine. Dramatically detailed, stupendously styled, smaller than a nut, this one or this one. And now with a totally terrific town. The new Micro Machine Super City Toolbox playset. Closed, it's a mild manner toolbox. Open, it's a Micro Machine USA. Cruise your mini Micro Machine vehicles, planes, and boats to the police station, the marina, the mini motorcycle repair shop, the gas station, the construction office, work, the real working drawbridge, highway, passenger ramp, and garage doors. Or take a Micro Machine flying machine in for a landing. Phew, this place has it all. The new Micro Machine Super City Toolbox playset from the Louvre. The one and only outrageous original miniatures. Remember, if it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the...
Why didn't they just cut some out of the script?
Well, he's flexing there.
He's flying there,
flexing.
yeah. That's Joey Chestnut on Hot Dogs 55-70. It's just a straight up victory lap.
But every word he enunciates, that's
Amishman19 says you guys got to show the alphabet world record. Is that on YouTube? It's got to be.
Oh, like video.
Yeah, alphabet world record. Oh, look at this guy. You can also see the Guinness World Record for fastest time to type the alphabet single hand. Oh, God. All right, let's move on. Let's get to 3 questions too many. Let's dial this show back in today, if possible. You can send your questions anytime to the Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. You can throw them up over on the nasty chat as well. Whoa! Evan Bouchard is now at 48% on YouTube.
Hey-o.
He is closing in on Tom Pody.
The youth have woken up.
Is that what has happened?
Remember we said the old head vote early
Yes,
May?
the old head vote came early. I got to check
Now
Twitter here
those
quickly.
Youths, they're waking up.
Ooh, it's almost 53-47 over there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a nail biter.
Daddy lines.
All right, do we have a liner for 3 questions too many today?
Yeah, we do. 3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he holds the world record for the slowest red alphabet. He's still on J. Park Mazda, your deal for life.
He
says one letter every 10 years of his life. Or something along those lines.
Oh, that's funny. All right, do you have a Twitter account? He's still on J.
It's at Lieutenant_Eric. I've retweeted the poll this morning. Whipping Boy, round 1, defense region. And as you mentioned, 53.6 for Pody, 46.4 for Bouchard.
She's a tight one right now. Yeah, it's a good one.
Play out good.
All right, let's get into question number 1. Guys, if the Elks win this week, is a playoff spot a possibility this season?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
No, absolutely.
I mean, you're going to need help. Let's be honest.
You're going to need help. And I know the BC series like that, you're kind of, when you're looking up, that's who's right there right now. But maybe it's Winnipeg you're chasing at the end of the day. I know that's still kind of up in the air, but
if I had to say which one of those two between Winnipeg and BC emerges as the 3rd place team in the West, I would probably say BC.
Right now, based on form,
I think right now I'd say BC. And then you're trying to track down Winnipeg or Ottawa. Winnipeg and Ottawa, I should say.
Yeah.
How many games do they got left against? Who do they got? What do they got left here?
Well, the Elks dropped that one into Winnipeg, obviously. Played them tight.
Let's take a quick peek here. Friday night, Elks are at home. We suggest you come to the game. It's going to be a good time. It's a winnable game for them.
So Elks host the Bombers October 11. And then that's the third last game of the season.
Yeah.
And that'll, I guess, determine the...
So they finished the season with all 4 against the West. Riders, Bombers, Lions, Stamps.
Yeah. But looking up, I mean, that's kind of where because now you're getting into that tiebreaker scenario, and you mentioned, I mean, the red crossover is not certain, by any means, if Ottawa kind of find health and Drew Brown finds his game.
Can I say something crazy?
Please.
They have 3 games left against Calgary still. Like, just what if? What if they could sweep the Calgary series?
You're crazy.
I said it.
Yeah,
I said it. I said, can I say something crazy? I'm not denying that it's not crazy because I said.
Well, but
come on.
Look,
I mean,
when do they play them? I mean, so it's Labor Day rematch, and then the final game of the season. So you're getting them later on in the season, which by that time, lots of things. 2 more games until Labor Day. You build some momentum against the Argonauts. You visit Ottawa, which won't be easy, but it shouldn't be anything that's too high of a mountain to climb there.
I don't think so.
And we'll see where the Stamps are by then. VA has already set out some time. Maybe, things such as that could happen again. You don't know. You don't know what happens in 2 weeks. So, and we've seen the Stampeders without VA. That's a different team, defense or not.
Question number 2, guys. Are tickets for the Esties on sale yet? Tickets are not on sale yet, but it will be happening Tuesday, September 16th.
Lock it in.
So totally save the date. The ticket process is very easy. But save the date. Garneau Theater, Tuesday, September 16th. After party at Hudson's. It should be a glorious night of celebration of year 2 of Edmonton Sports Talk. We're very much looking forward to it. So tickets not on sale yet.
Yeah.
But Iwanek will have more details on that.
Come watch Tommy win Controversy of the Year in some shape or form, right? We just don't know which it'll be.
Maybe the Controversy of the Year is which Controversy of the Year is Controversy of the Year. September 16th. It's a Tuesday. Garneau Theater. Make plans. And don't show up dressed like a hobo. It is a black tie affair. Like, everybody's dressing very nicely. You have a new cane.
Define nice. Yeah, I do. Dash in the
Dash
park.
made you like a sick looking cane.
Yeah, it's like bejeweled, I guess you
It's
could
very
say. Yeah,
thick.
yeah, it's got my initials in it, and it's got a horse's rump, rear end of a horse on top. I don't know what the...
Get away from me, you horse's ass.
Yeah. I guess
that's what it
It's
would
a little
be.
weak. I can't lean on it. It's kind of...
Question number 3. Who are you guys picking for Rookie of the Year in the NFL this season?
Take
Take a look. I wanna see
Is there
some,
anything up at Play Alberta right now?
I was seeing if there's we've got some props up here. Regular season wins, Super Bowl winner, most valuable player, offensive player of the year, conference winners, finalists, coach of the year, comeback player of the year.
Yeah,
they got to have a rookie
Genty,
there.
that Boise State guy. He's nuts.
He's also in a pretty good spot there. He should have a heavy workload this year. He's got to be the heavy favorite. Here, defensive rookie of the year. Hang on. Where's offensive rookie of the year? By the way, Ike Howard is now up for the Calder for odds. He's at
Get it?
15-1. If you like Isaac Howard to win the Calder Trophy the others this year, 15-1. So Genty is plus 270. Cam Ward is plus 335. O'Marion Hampton is plus 920. Travis Hunter's plus 1010. Ted McMillan plus 1260. Travion Henderson, who I think there's been some good reports for him out of Patriots camp, plus 1730. Egbuka plus 2425. Matt Golden's at 25-1. Tyler Warren's at 28-1.
You can get Trevor Lawrence right now up at Play Alberta plus 430 for comeback player of the year. You want to?
This is a way to hedge the investment big time.
Hey?
This is a way to make back the lost value in car. Who's the favorite?
Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's plus 260. Aiden
there it
Hutchinson plus 270.
Oh, Aiden Hutchinson at plus 270, man.
C-Mac at 370, and then Trevor Lawrence 430.
I think the play's Aiden Hutchinson. He's going to come back and have 10 to 12 sacks.
Yeah. But
I should probably sprinkle the investment. I'll go home today and say, Sam, good news.
Yeah, goodness.
Good news. I'm going to get back our losses in Trevor Lawrence rookie cards by placing a bet on him to be comeback player of the year. Johnson's going to win rookie of the year offensively, for sure.
Sure.
I mean, too much opportunity. Now it's always, it's a front runner, but I think
injuries happen.
I mean, he seems like the real deal.
He's a lightning bolt.
I'm doing a super flex draft right now on the FFPC fantasy app. I'm one pick away from my second pick. So here's what's happened. So if you play super flex, essentially you start a quarterback, and then in your super flex spot, you can start any position, which includes another quarterback. So quarterback values go through the roof in super flex drafts. My big boy lead that I'm in with, like Patty from the Brew House and a few of those boys, it is a super flex league. So I wanted to do a practice draft here. So here is the first round of a 2025 super flex fantasy league. Josh Allen went 1, Lamar went 2, Jaden Daniels went 3, Joe Burrow went 4, CeeDee Lamb went 5, Jamar Chase went 6th, Hurts went 7th, Mahomes went 8th, I was picking 9th. I took Bijan Robinson. Baker Mayfield went 10th, Gibbs went 11th, Jefferson went 12th, and then we're 2 picks into the second round. Bo Nix and Kyler Murray have already gone. So I'm sitting here now in a spot where there's 1 pick and then there's me. And I could take Dak as my... but look, here's the thing. The next quarterbacks available are Dak, Justin Fields, Brock Purdy, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Herbert, Goff. I think I would rather wait. If you look at what's available right now, I mean, what did I say? I'm 1 pick away. Right now, like Neighbors is still there. Puka Nacua is still there. So I take him, and then I go and try to take like Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May in the third, fourth round.
That's where
I think that's the move.
That is.
I think that's a move.
And
but
that's
we'll
that
have
second guy you mentioned that you should probably.
We'll have more fantasy talk moving forward. All right, we got to get to an update. Gager's been waiting for a while here. Sorry, Gager. We're going to get to you here right away. We're going to open up the Rock Door for Creed tickets as well, and then the wrap for William Huff still to come. But let's get to a sports update right now for a place where it is always game day. And speaking of the NFL, Monday nights, Thursday nights, Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge.
Lock it in, baby.
Central Casino, Fort Road. It's going to be exciting times. Let's get to the update.
Exciting times tonight as well down at Remax Field as the Edmonton Riverhawks will play in their first North Division Finals when they host the Bellingham Bells. 7:05 first pitch. It is a one-off game. The winner advancing to the West Coast League Finals. That also a one-off, which will go Thursday night. We'll also have tonight's game for you right here live on Edmonton Sports Talk. The South Division Finals also going later tonight. It'll be the Portland Pickles hosting the Corvallis Knights. Sticking on the diamond, Jays are back home. They welcome in the Cubs for a 3-game set tonight, 5:07. Jose Barrios will get the start. Jays head into play today, 4.5 up on the Boston Red Sox. Canada, 5-3 over Finland to open the Hlinka Gretzky yesterday. They are currently in action against Switzerland this morning. They will round out the round robin tomorrow at noon against the host Czechs as Canada aim for their 4th straight gold at the tournament. Over to tennis, Felix Auger-Aliassime advancing to the round of 16 of the Cincinnati Open yesterday, while Gabriel Diallo losing 6-2, 7-6 to top-ranked Italian Yannick Sinner. Sports Update, presented by Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge with wall-to-wall TVs, daily food and drink specials. It is the place to be for every Toronto Blue Jays game. Every day is game day at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge.
DRS, DRS, drop that wing and try your best. Get up close, you've got to press, must be within 1 second or less. Show that speed, please don't swerve. Hey, look out, here comes a curve. Hit the button, be ambitious. Goodbye, Mikey, too judicious. Around the world, they will prance. Red Bull Ring to Paris, France. And you never want to finish second best. Push on and refuse to lose, drop the wing and then use DRS, DRS, DRS.
By God, it's Gager's music. Rock Door for Creed tickets still to come. The rap from William Huff. How about this over on YouTube now?
Yeah, hey.
This is insane.
It's a pick'em.
Tom Pody, 51% of the vote in the Whipping Boy bracket. Evan Bouchard, 49%. This poll will end at the end of the show. We will mark down those percentages. They will be combined with the Twitter percentages, which now sit at 47-53. Evan Bouchard making a strong push.
Well, I'm seeing 46-9.
Well, hey, it's close. Gager played behind Tom Pody. Let's bring in Joaquin Gage this morning. Was Pody allergic to you, Gager, or what?
No, we got along quite well, actually.
Yeah.
I always feel bad for Tom because we'd go to a restaurant on the road. It would go like a nice restaurant, and he would, in his Boston accent, he would ask the guy, the manager, to come over and talk to him, and he'd explain to him, "Look, I'd like to order something, but I can't I need some boiled chicken. It can't have touched the grill. Like, the grill has to be cleaned." And the look, and you could tell Tom was kind of annoyed with it, just saying it. And then they'd go back, and sometimes he'd have to send it back because basically he could die if he ever ate anything. And then half the time he would just go to McDonald's and that's the other thing. He could eat McDonald's hamburgers, but nothing else. Yeah, like that's what he would eat. The one story that's, because I don't know if I think I've told you this, but so Dan Lacouture, if you remember Dan Lacouture, he great guy, but not the sharpest tool in the shed. Like, just really funny kind of guy. And they went to school, I believe, at BU together. and they were roommates. And Tom was saying, "Hey Dan, like, look, I do have some allergies. So, and I know you have peanut butter here, but just if you can keep it in one area, because if and Lack is like, oh yeah, Tommy, don't worry about it. So Lack's on the phone eating a peanut butter sandwich. And this is how like deathly allergic Tom Pody was, because he's on the phone earlier and then he goes to class, comes back, and he can't find Tom. Tom's in the bathroom laying on the floor with with his CPAP machine and a needle, because he went into shock just because of the peanut butter that Dan was spitting on the end of the receiver of the phone in there. Yeah. So Lack almost killed Tom Pody. So that's it was tough. And then on top of all that, he was severely asthmatic too. So every time Tom would come off the ice, it was like I thought I was going to have to give him mouth to mouth, because it sounded like he was about to die. But no, he was, what a talent though. He was one talented. And the one thing that was really weird about Tom was he had to use Gretzky's old shiny sticks, right? That was, he had Staffy like scour the world for those like Easton really shiny
sticks.
Yeah, that's the only ones he would use. So they would find we'd go on the road and he'd be going to sports stores finding these shafts and come back to the hey, I got a couple more. Like, it was crazy.
Is it true as well that his helmet was a basketball cut in half and painted?
I didn't sit next to him in the dressing room. That could be true. I can neither confirm or deny that.
Well, people were talking about the allergies. We did have a cook text.
Yeah, I have this text. Yeah. You'll love this, Gager. This guy texted in today and says, my vote is for Tom Pody, and it has nothing to do with hockey. Back in the day, I worked at the Moose Factory. This guy would come in with a ridiculous allergy list a mile long and throw the kitchen into chaos.
Yeah, awful.
But he could eat on the road. It's breakfast, like McDonald's.
Allergies,
burgers.
asthmatic, big head, and too tall.
Yeah,
like he had it all.
But he was talented. I can't believe
super
you can eat
talented
McDonald's burgers when you're allergic to everything.
That's the thing. He could eat.
Yeah, like I don't get it.
He could eat those, and that's what he did. Because his diet. By the end of the season, he looked like a character from The Walking Dead, because he can't eat. Right, so the camp rolls around, and in comes Tom with this big ass head, and he's all kind of chunky, But this is just a summer of milkshakes and McDonald's hamburgers, so he can beef up, because he loses so much of his stuff throughout the year. Probably should have hired a nutritionist, but I was more mad at him just because in the dressing room we weren't allowed peanut butter anymore, and so I always liked a bagel and peanut butter in the morning, and because of Tom we couldn't have it.
My buddy Tanel, who was at the Nasty Bash on Friday night. Yeah. One of his daughters is allergic to peanut butter. So when we go on our golf trip in June, that's his like peanut butter window. Just like, peanut butter time. Like
it all over.
He just loves it. Just absolutely loves it.
Pody missed out on sports sciences though. Like that's where
he was a generation too early.
Yeah.
The Gager, now, do you remember, was he ripped heavily? People are like, he used to be booed all the time, and Jonesy and Maddie would tear him apart because he was tall, so they thought he could be physical. And what was it like around him? Because him and Boosh, it's officially 50-50.
Oh boy.
And on Twitter, it's almost 48-52. So this is going to come down to the wire here. You've been a member of the media in this Bouchard era. You played with Pody. You're a perfect guy to have on for this. What was it like for Pody back in the day?
See, when you're in it, you don't like the media too much, because they're ripping on your friends. And I knew there was a little bit, but it's not like there was no social media then too, right? Yeah. So that's the whole. And it was basically just the Journal and the Sun and a little bit of TV. So yeah, you saw it, but I think Boosh gets a way more abuse. Maybe it's because I'm on the other side of it now and I see it more. But just that other aspect, that other level of social media too, where fans engagement, like Tom got booed once in a while on the ice, but I don't think it's anywhere close to Bouchard's, to tell you the truth.
We've been talking hate adjustment, given the fact that social media wasn't, around then.
What's the hate adjustment factor? Yeah,
hate adjustment.
You kind of calculate that, but
that's a good one. We'll have to come up with a modifier number. I don't know what that would actually be, but
would it be
Like, would he get roasted if he was doing what he did then, and then we had access to Twitters and
Like, do
everything
players
else?
get
Like,
hit double as hard now?
right?
Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
think they do easily.
they do.
Easily.
Look at the
They-
platforms.
Yeah.
I mean, if Instagram, I mean Twitter, it's just a cesspool
Twitter is
of
just
people.
meant for trolls now.
Yeah.
the hell, the Whipping Boy bracket has been getting ripped since it was posted.
You're right.
Like,
If there was,
yeah.
put it this way, if there was Twitter when I played, I'd still be in a padded cell with a straitjacket on.
Joaquin Gage was on the show this morning. Okay, so we were talking about, because NHL.com, Gager, had their projections for some Oilers, and they had Podkolzin as like a breakout candidate at 40 points this year, which Trev and I think Eric were kind of all in agreement that like 30 points is probably pretty good season. I don't know if he'll be with Draisaitl as much this year as he was last year. Do you see Podkolzin having the opportunity to pop to 40 points this year?
Ooh, I guess it depends on what you just said. Will he be with Leon Draisaitl for the majority of the season like last year?
I mean, they brought in Mangiapane and Howard, who are left wingers.
Yeah,
Podkolzin play there. I don't know.
I think he'll moonlight there, or that in a perfect scenario. I think that's what you want, like him moving maybe up into that top six every once in a while. But he's a bottom six player. There's no finish on his in his repertoire. 40's a little lofty to me.
Yeah,
I think his
last year, and he had lots of time up there.
And I would, yeah, that's if he gets around 25 points, I think that's a successful season for Podkolzin. He gets 40, man. That's an amazing season. Yeah, he would win, but I have a hard time thinking just after that one season, and he came a long way. Like I think he had a great year. He was very effective in what he did, and a lot of the things that he does doesn't always end up on the score sheet side of things. But I have a tough time thinking he's a 40-point player.
He went from a tweener in Vancouver for a couple of years to a full-time NHLer last year. You know, like that's a good step.
Yeah.
That's a
good
huge step.
Like I think he
Yeah.
probably
And there's confidence in that too, Dusty. Like, it's funny because you were playing the Yamamoto song earlier, and I thought about that when he came. He was like that up and tweener, but there was that the switch was flipped at some point where he realized, you know what, I can be a regular NHL player. And I think that happened with Podkolzin halfway through the season last year, where he kind of really felt he looked a lot more comfortable, I would say, with the role that he had been given. And that might translate to next year. Coming into camp, knowing you have a spot, it's a really nice feeling coming in and going, you know what, this is my spot. I'm going to battle hard for it, but I know where the tools that I have to be successful with this team lie, and there is a spot open for me.
Gage, what was the beef with Tommy yesterday?
Oh, Tom. Well, you know, he's a troubling soul.
Yeah.
Tommy. Like I was, you know, you see Tom at the Nasty Bash, and he's just he reminds. It seemed like I was at the Regal Beagle. You ever watch Three's Company? And he's Larry. You know, like if Tommy had a button-down shirt, it would be up and just full chest hair, right? He's wheeling, he's holding hands, he's talking and stuff, and the most. Yeah, passing out pills. Like, come on. Yeah. So, Regal Beagle Tommy. And then what the most troubling thing was, Dusty, after all his bravado and going around the club in the St. Albert Rugby Club, the fact that it's 3:28 in the morning and the first thing he's thinking about is me after a plethora of Chinese food and too many drinks. I am the first thought that goes through his mind to text at 3:28 in the morning.
3:28 in the morning.
3:28 in the morning, and saying we need more Gage. I'm like, geez, Tommy, I'm interested and flattered, but you know, I'm married. I'm a married man.
The Tommy being Larry from Three's Company reference is spot on, Gager.
It is
absolutely spot on, man. That's God, that's so good. All right, we'll let you go. Two guys and a goalie later on today, man. We'll chat with you then.
Can't wait.
All right, there you go. That is Joaquin Gage. He still beats you, Trev. That question mark popped up. I don't know how he did it. Larry, you remember? Did you watch Three's Company?
Yeah.
Are you familiar
Not
with Three's
religiously,
Company? Yeah. Trev, you're not familiar with Three's Company at all. but it is Tommy as Larry, Three's Company.
I'm waiting for the mock-up to be sent.
It's so good.
Somebody's got to superimpose his head on the.
My God, that was funny. Kevin Van Dosser says, Regal Beagle Tommy. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. I can't get that picture out of my head anymore. Yeah, that was Gager is extremely accurate. Where are you going on texting anybody at 3:28 in the morning?
But just with,
we need more Gage.
Like the context of it is just so loose.
Chinese food coma.
Like if you're like, yeah.
Man. I woke up this morning to a text from Damon Bunting.
That's a nice way to wake up.
It was a great
way to start your day.
It was a great way to wake up. And I was like, damn, Bunting, middle of the night? But it was sent at 11:24, which is still kind of late.
Well, he don't sleep.
But we are buddies.
In the real estate game, he's
totally good with that. But that was late. I was a little late.
Did you reply at your 1 a.m. get up?
No. But that's when I saw
Before
it.
second sleep.
Like, who's that? But if I see a text, usually if I see a text when I wake up, I panic immediately. I'm like, what happened overnight that I'm not aware of? Like, Barry the Cheater says, Reed is Mr. Roper.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good comparison, actually. All right, shall we open the rock door?
Let's get it on.
All right, we've got tickets to Creed next Tuesday. You will be joining me in the Play Alberta studio. Or it's not studio, suite.
The suite.
I say we're in a studio. Play Alberta suite. As Eric just said, the suite.
Sweet. Get Evan Dom in there, hey?
Oh, God, wouldn't that be something? All right, so we did a song yesterday. Yesterday was Arms Wide Open. Lots of people got it. Remember, we played it. I'm like, oh, man, 0.3 seconds. Nobody's going to get it. Then everybody got it.
Though, a mainstay, right? You said you were going to go a little deeper in the catalog.
Today's clip is 0.29 seconds.
Make them work.
And how it works, I will say, Eric, open the rock door. Eric will open the rock door. I'll play the clip. He closes the rock door. Then you guess what song it is at 780-218-9999. If you get it correct, you go into a draw. After the show, we'll draw a name, and you will win 2 tickets. You and a loved one, a stranger, a friend, I don't care. Just don't bring a psycho. But you and someone will join us in the Play Alberta suite for Creed on Tuesday night, next Tuesday night. All right, are we ready? Are you ready to open up the rock door, Eric?
Yes.
All right, here we go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, name this Creed song. Eric, please open the rock door.
Well done. Oh, wrong one.
Eric, please open the rock door.
Slam.
That's easier than yesterday, I think. All right, let's do it one more time. Eric, let's open the rock door again.
Slam.
I might have overplayed it again. Just do it one more time, and then I'll wait a little bit to play it.
Slam.
What song is that? 0.29 seconds of a Creed song. What song is it? Do not guess multiple songs. You'll be disqualified. You got to pick one. You got to go with it. That's how it works. Those are the rules of the rock door. All right, one more time for all you hardos.
This is
trying to come to Creed.
Like
the amount of people who get it right away. It's insane. It's almost like we've been playing Creed religiously on the show for 12 years.
Ingrained in you.
All right, here we go. Eric, open the rock door one more time.
Slam.
Done. Name that song, 780-218-9999. All right, let's get into the rap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, look at these walls. Beautiful.
They don't lie.
No, it's a tremendous looking office. All thanks to Bruce and the team over at William Huff. They've been doing it since 1952. Best in the biz. www.williamhuff.com. What did we learn on the show today, boys?
Canada leading Switzerland currently at the Hlinka Gretzky. Last update that I got. So that's been going on as they look to remain perfect at the tournament and look to get another gold.
Trev, what'd you learn on the show today, buddy?
Shut that damn fridge door.
Well, yes, I learned that the world record for saying the alphabet was like just over a second, and Dusty is actually a lot closer to breaking that record
than we thought. Yeah,
we originally thought.
Maybe that'll be the sound of the day today.
Yeah, that could be.
One more attempt at it.
Get another crack.
And 3 kilometers is the biggest roundabout in the world.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it.
That's big.
It's just like a road where there's like 4 turnoffs.
Yeah. That's
Right.
what they
I saw
usually
some
are.
other roundabouts that aren't as long, but look hectic as hell.
I was looking for the wide one, and somebody was texting in
Was that
Paris.
in Paris? Paris?
Yeah,
It's
and
Paris.
it's what 10
It's
lanes
like
or
10
something?
lanes.
Imagine,
jeez,
Where are you going?
Are you-
Not a chance to know.
My goodness.
They're like it's supposed to help traffic.
Oh yeah, clearly.
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that helps.
Evan Bouchard is now leading 51-49.
Yeah.
And it's going to take, I guess, this poll, 51-49, which makes the Twitter poll huge today. Wow. So I've learned that. Boosh is taking a run at Tom Pody, who early on, Pody was running away with it.
He must
But
be out
as
there
you said,
campaigning for himself.
Maybe that's what it is. That must be what it is. I learned today that there's such a thing as a brick saw, which you use to cut bricks.
Yes.
And other various rocks.
No relation to DeBrickashaw Ferguson, former New York Jet.
Well, we didn't confirm that.
I guess.
Could be, I guess. But
I love the marketing
I did
opportunity.
not know that. I did not know that there was a saw to cut brick.
And what
I
was
thought
it?
brick
You
was
ca-
only made in the one size and then stacked.
You had the text of like a kid.
Yeah, it might be
figuring out
text of
his-
the day.
Yeah, I like
might
that.
be, it might be text of the day today. All right, let's get to your sound of the day. I'm going to take one more run at setting the all-time alphabet world record.
Let's go. What'd you get it down to? 2 point what?
I got it to 2.66. No, 2.66 is my all-time best, boys. You know, I could see why my goal in life would be to get it under 2.
That's
all right,
fair.
here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. 284. Damn it.
You kind of started slow. You had a breath.
You did.
As you hit
Did I
the-
take a breath?
Yeah.
All right, let me reset then. I'll do it one more time.
Like take a breath and then.
I got to hit it while I start saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to hit it?
Sure, I'll hit it.
You hit the start when I say A.
I'll tap it.
Ready? And then stop it when I say Z. I could say Z, but Z's quicker. So just let it be for this time. All right, here we go. I'm nervous now.
Give me a count in too.
I'm nervous with you on the clock. Like I can't count you in. You just got to be ready.
Oh,
when
okay.
I, when
All
I
right.
hit it. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. 221. Whoa!
You're fast.
So it is better with you on the finger because for me, there's like reaction time. All right. It's on now.
Yeah,
I might be top.
Feeling pretty good.
I might be top 10 in the world. Who knows?
Well, by the end of the day.
God, I'm fired up now. All right, let's get to your text of the day today. Our new text of the day sponsor will begin on September 3rd. And very excited about this one.
God, that's
it's gonna be a good time. Well, look at all the people guessing the Creed song correct. Well done, everybody. Wow, a lot of you. All right, well, one of you will win a draw after the show. Best of luck on that. Okay, let's see. Text of the day today. We had a few good ones though. The one was very entertaining about Tom Pody sending the entire kitchen into a frenzy.
It was a great story.
That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go to Big Uke today. Dusty learning about new tools is like when a baby realizes they're the ones controlling their fingers.
Just staring. Whoa. The power.
Check this out. We must have been hilarious as babies. Eh? Like everybody's kind of funny as a baby.
Yes.
And then you just, you grow up and some people become pricks and some people become good people. I mean, it's all about parenting, I guess.
Well, that's just it. Yeah.
That's a note to all you parents out there, I guess. Man, I think I could go sub 2.
Well, I think you tested it on the lock shop with Matthew Iwanek later today. See if his
I
finger.
don't know if Maddie's going to be on board with that. Gage will definitely time me on 2 guys, though.
Yeah.
But to go from 2.66 to 2.21.
You've cut it down. Yeah.
So you know what? This is a good message to kids out there.
You keep at it.
Practice, practice, practice.
Yeah.
If you want to be great at something that you randomly think about in the morning, practice a few times, and an hour later, you'll be better at it.
And you even had an espresso today. Like,
No,
imagine if you
actually.
hadn't. Then you'd be.
I should have an espresso,
Now
and
you're
then
talking.
about 30 minutes later,
You'd smash
we
it.
try to do the
Smash
world record. What would we do if I accidentally somehow broke the world record while we were messing around on the show? We have it on video.
We'd contact Guinness.
They could slow it down.
They'd send somebody over here.
Yeah, we need an official person.
An old
You'd have
man
to-
in a suit.
You'd have to repeat it though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And their guidelines, they probably have. Like, again, the enunciation
I've
of the
been
letters.
a world record holder, boys, with the world's longest hockey game. You have to sign all this stuff. It has to be recorded the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you
Big
can't just
process.
randomly do it. So, oh well. All right, the Hangout's coming up. I think Bronco Nick's on the Hangout.
And so am I.
Oh, you're on the Hangout?
Yeah. Yeah.
With Tommy and Maddie?
Maddie and Bronco Nick. I'm taking Tom's spot, I guess.
Oh, is Tommy off today?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't even know. When did you find out?
Yesterday, Matt asked me. I said, you betcha.
All right. Well, two guys in goalie coming up a little bit later on today as well. Lock Shop with Wannick and I, and then EST Afternoons and the Reed Wilkins Show. Best of luck to everybody going into the draw for those tickets. And official, I guess, Evan Bouchard has beaten Tom Pody on YouTube. Twitter, though.
The youth did it.
Bouch is closing on Twitter as well. It's 47.9 to 52.1 right now. I don't even know what we're going to do in a tie. I don't know what a tie situation looks like. Didn't think about this. I didn't think there'd be a tie in the whipping boy bracket.
A whip off.
I guess these guys were hated the same. All right, for YouTube Trevin, Phil the Thrill Phillips. I'm Dustin Nielsen saying take it easy. Talk to you 11.